Here, no. Now listen. Listen to my pain.
Ooh.
You know you can turn those off.
You can't.
You can't turn off the
course.
presidential alerts. You can
do
turn
it-
off Amber Alerts.
You can do it on Apple. You can't do it on Android.
I did it on my phone.
Can you?
Well, then
silence them?
Samsung doesn't allow it. I don't know. What are you
Well,
trying
I
to
have
let
a
me?
Samsung.
What are you
That's a
other child
lie.
abductors fucking goddamn
I
side?
turn it off when I'm trying to sleep, and then when I try to wake up,
But how
No,
are
I
you going to
usually
find the
forget.
children? How are you?
I
gonna
don't
be able to
leave the
find
house.
Calvin,
If an
don't
Amber
steal
Alert matters
child.
to me, that's something else.
Calvin didn't steal child. I did my civic duty. We're
Oh,
good.
isn't that one of those Dave Chappelle things? It's like I get an Amber Alert at 3 a.m. The fuck you want me to do? Suit up like Batman and save little Julie?
Oh.
Stop making me hungry, Koznick.
Yeah,
Are you
go find
saying
it
that
out.
he just looks like a snack?
Yeah,
That-
it's pretty
It
thick.
just looks like a breadstick. Did you just give a breadstick a fancy name and then?
No, it's a soft pretzel.
Oh, okay.
It's
Cheese
literally a
log.
soft pretzel stuffed with ham and cheese.
It
Ooh.
honestly looks like a toasted tortilla to me.
Philadelphia will kill you if you ever say that again.
On your camera. I'm sure in person it looks more like a pretzel, but considering your shirt is like bright red, and your can is probably making it much darker than it actually is.
My shirt is magenta, first of all. Second of all,
But
fuck
look at
T-Mobile.
Zoom and tell me that's not red.
It looks red. Shouldn't.
Yeah,
But the,
what the-
the
Yeah, it's
lights
the
are yellow,
saturation,
so...
I think. I think it's the saturation on your can.
No,
though.
the lights are yellow, so I don't know why it's all
Yeah,
looking
it's not
so
saturation,
blue.
it's white balance.
Yeah, it's all fucked. Whatever.
But you
Who
look
cares?
perfect. So it's I don't get it. Because like if I was to like going off your face, I would say, yeah, the lights in there are totally good. But then the ones
It's
your face
partly because the
really
color
look like
space-
us.
The color space of a webcam is not exactly true to life.
Did you guys see
Anyway,
that
I'm ready to
video
play some
about
D&D.
the background that you could put on your Samsung phone that would blue screen it?
You have
As
to
in
get
you
an
put a
app
blue
for that?
screen.
No, it had a single pixel outside of the color range that Samsung phones could display, and it would send the values over to something that a Samsung phone couldn't run, and it would kill the phone.
Is that like the text message that bricked Apple phones?
Similar, I think.
All right, do we have any questions
Weird.
before we get started?
Where did we leave off?
I'm sure you're gonna go
D&D?
over it all, so whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I need
Do you
to
want to hear my
understand what
Amber Alert?
Yeah, I need you
The
to
third
read off
one in
the
a
Amber
row?
Alert.
No, are you sure?
How many kids are getting kidnapped?
Yeah, what's going on in Jersey?
lot.
That's what I
That's a
said. This
lot.
Amber Alert went off for like all of New Jersey, but the kids were actually kidnapped from New York, and it was like 3 of them.
In a row. How dare they inconvenience me that way? Stop being kidnapped, you little bastard.
When
Did
you said it was
Aquamom
3
lose
of
all her
them,
kids?
Yeah, I was like, wait, is it all 3 at the same time?
Oh
or
no,
is it...
no, it's
no,
3 different kids.
individual. Gee.
No, 3 different. Last night was apparently National Kidnap Day, so
There's a national day for everything in the U.S., isn't there?
Any
yeah,
excuse for a day off?
It's because we're the best.
It was just fun working on an open factory floor and an Amber Alert going off, and everybody's phone.
Except for Bob. Bob knew.
I had to do a philosophy of a medical philosophy, or medical ethics philosophy course, talking about the Amber Alert and how it's actually only ever saved 1 child.
Oh.
But the argument then is, if only 1 child is saved, it's still worth it.
Mm. Yeah.
So even if it's only 1%
Okay.
effective, that's
Here's
worth
the
it.
question: how many accidents are a result of Amber Alerts, or people being woken up because of Amber Alerts?
Waking up is not an accident,
Yeah,
Gabe.
waking up is
As
not
much
a
as you
problem.
would like to
Like,
convince us
okay.
otherwise,
Gabe's like,
being woken up is
sleep
not a
lost
critical
children.
injury.
Okay, I have problems falling asleep and staying asleep. if something wakes me up in the night, I might not go back to sleep.
Yes,
If I'm then
also
operating a
in
motor
25,
vehicle,
Gabe, I know. We all know. We're all old. We know.
while operating a motor vehicle, and I'm exhausted as a result of the Amber.
Again, that sounds like a result of exhaustion, not Amber Alerts.
But how many?
I think
Okay,
you've lost your. You're good. You're
It
good.
kind of
now.
seemed like at that point anything would do it. Amber Alert is just incidental at that point.
yeah, but I'm sure there's been a case out there of someone dying because of an Amber Alert. Someone's died to everything.
No, more people have died from texting, and we didn't ban that shit, did we?
We did. People
Well,
still
No,
don't listen.
we said we'll fine you for it, but like we didn't say no more texting. It's done. Delete all texts.
I think some states you can lose your license if you're caught texting and driving.
It's like 3 times the charm here, I think.
Yeah, but what's the texting rules in Chard's D&D lands? I really want to know the intricacies.
As
Well,
long
if
as
you're
you're there
Coast
when
Guard,
it's your
listen.
turn.
Here's the thing: if you're Coznard, he'll endlessly shame you for playing a different video game while playing his game. So
I don't shame you for that. I shame you for doing it on Spears games more than I shame you for doing it in mine. So
That's also
there's
fair.
that. And then also in my land, there's GPS that are connected to all phones, and so like anytime that you're going above 7 miles per hour, it actually shuts down all texting functions. Even though you're a passenger, it's the risk that we take in my government to make sure that no texting happens.
Which is a fantastic politics.
I'm sorry, are you
Everyone's
fucking
too much of a
joking with me right
peasant.
now?
Everyone is too much of a peasant to own a phone, so it kind of just solves the problem.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
Cade
that's a-
uses owls. Phones are
Yeah.
just kind of worthless here.
I
And
mean,
no
that actually
magic
sounds like
either.
a really cool rule, though. Moving faster than 7 miles an hour, text stop.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
they
actually a
do
decent
something
rule.
similar with Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. Yep, exactly.
If you're going above
Yeah,
a certain speed, you can't
But
do
also,
it
fuck
anymore.
that game because it is ruralist, I guess.
Oh.
Like it is. I lived on a literal farm with literal tall grass. I could go walk through the tall grass and catch 0 Pokemon. And I feel like that makes no
We
fucking
did that
sense.
kind of around when it came out, and we were like, "Why are there?" I'm walking in a giant ass fucking field, and there's nothing.
If anything, you should
I'm
have
finding
more
literally
children of
walking
the
through
corn
corn,
everywhere.
and you're like, no Pokemon.
Some GPSs will shut
But
off
if I
if they
go
go
into the
above a certain
fucking
speed
Quickie
limit.
Mart in the middle of the city, thousands of Pokemon. How even? What?
City Pokemon. They're all Ratatats. They're all just rats. Just run. Get to
I
catch
think
them.
No, they're not.
Rattatas are
No, they're
cute
fucking
though.
Blastoids
Rattatas
and
are cute.
Mewtwo's and shit.
Yeah, those
All
guys
you
are
get in a blank ass field is like Rattatats. That's it.
I don't see the problem there.
I also
Rattata.
said Rattata, but I
Oh, gee. Another one? Guys,
Even the Amber Alerts know you're saying it wrong.
can we shut down the stream and you guys need to go save these fucking children? What is
This
It
is
does seem
targeted.
like it.
No, this is the new stream.
Yeah.
listen to Kozdark bitch about Amber Alerts in a manic way for 50 minutes straight.
New podcast available on Spotify.
I'm sorry, you made me turn the fucking phone on to sign into D&D Beyond. This
I
is D&D
didn't make
We
Beyond's
didn't make you
fault.
do shit.
No, that's why I said this is D&D Beyond's fault. Ultimately, I think
what
we
if
need to do a
you-
class action lawsuit.
Just take the phone and put it like in between
I
your
already threw it. I don't even know where the fuck it is.
Just
Wait
listen
for the next Amber Alert.
which is obviously scheduled for immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just wait 5 seconds. Another kid will get snatched up, and then we're good. We're fine.
At this point, I'm just going to assume they're all in Cosnark's basement.
Maybe. Oh, he's going for it. There you go. Put it next to the mic so we can definitely hear it. Oh man.
How is your hair in short twists? What is hair in short twists?
Is it like just kinky black hair? Is that what they're saying?
Maybe
That or it's like
It's
short braided hair.
1-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, 26-year-old, 26-year-old.
26-year-olds don't matter. But
Listen, I'm
shut
not
it off.
saying you don't deserve help if you're 26 years old,
Mm.
but I guarantee you I could drop dead on this floor right now and not a single fucking Amber Alert's going out.
But if someone kidnapped you,
But I'm over 26, so you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
wouldn't that be a silver alert then?
No, that's for.
No,
that's
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
even
calling
lucky
him old.
enough
I'm calling
to
him old.
silver
Yeah.
yet. I'm not even that fucking lucky. I can't look like a cool gray fox dude. Like, no. Just have shitty
that-
brown hair forever.
Wouldn't that be more of a life alert? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, we have silver alerts for
Yeah.
like
I
elderly
see.
dementia,
Lost
stuff like
elderly
that.
people.
Yeah.
When I worked for this shitty company, sorry, you're not getting a sponsor now.
Fuck.
Which fuck them and their dirty
Kick
money.
him
No
out of
one
the
cares.
stream, Char. He's
Whoa,
gone.
whoa. Hey, T-Mobile, we don't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't speak for us.
I wear
We
your
love
shirt
you.
though. I wear your
Yeah.
fucking shirts. You
But,
replaced half my wardrobe in an insidious way, so fuck you people.
Anyways, go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Anyway, the Nest security systems. Our biggest thing was trying to sell it to elderly people, where an alarm system alerts the cops, but you don't want the cops being called on your, dementia suffering grandma. So instead, you get a Nest system which doesn't alert anybody, but it tells you on your phone, so you can see if grandma left the house or grandpa, whatever.
Just
Yeah.
chip your grandparents, guys.
We should.
I'm saying I made commission off of dementia people, so whatever.
Yeah, we
I
should.
mean, I didn't
GPS track
directly,
it.
but my salespeople did. So
It'd probably be good to GPS track everyone. We can all keep track of,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
The government.
I'm
can
sorry,
handle
is
it.
that not what cell phones are?
I mean, yeah, but I could. If I wanted to bury a body, I just leave my cell phone at home.
But you wouldn't, because then you'd miss that Amber Alert and you wouldn't be able to save the child.
That's
So
true.
But
That's
what if it's
true.
the child they're burying?
Whoa?
Then can you rescue the
that's
I
too
kid?
dark. That's too
only
dark. We can't go there.
bury-
It's too dark.
26-year-olds that?
But no,
cause
like-
Yeah,
I care
the
about.
26 We can kill the 26-year-old, but leave the 1-year-old
But
and
no,
5-year-old alone.
You gotta
Yeah.
save whoever's kidnapped by the Amber Alert. If you kidnap them and then get the Amber Alert, you gotta save them.
You get a get out of jail free card.
Exactly, because you helped them.
Okay, I get it. Anyways, do you guys
I mean,
have
that's
any
a fair
D&D
incentive.
questions before we get started?
Are you?
What's-
are we
we've
supposed to
been
find the
streaming
version of
for
Amber
a
Alert?
while, Mister. Before we get started,
I meant to
Actually,
start
I
it
do have
playing the
one
game.
important question for D&D.
Yeah, go for it.
Does Shaquin's mom have an Amber Alert out for her?
But
Or she's
Um,
safe for now?
they gave up. They were like, "We're tired of sending
We're-
these
we're
out.
done."
It's happened too many times. This is on you."
We
Well,
don't
it's
have
like-
enough ravens. It's just
The local PD just kind of like knows who she is type thing now, where it's
Ooh,
like
we
if
got
you
this
cause
high
a-
contrast lighting for
You like
cause over here.
that? From cons?
That too.
From
I'm
you,
tired,
Char.
man. We covered this.
My light went out. You know,
I don't know.
how
Now you
should I
look like you're
keep it
just
like
gonna.
this?
Now it looks like you're about to read us like some sort of cool horror story, like
Oh,
Crypt
yeah, can we get a
Keeper.
creepy pasta stream?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is like
of
a
course.
Crypt Keeper.
We just
like,
gotta start
you know.
reading Amber Alerts.
I got a couple if you need them. I'm just saying.
yeah, for sure. Supply me. You'll be my producer. You can supply me with stories and Amber.
Have you
Alerts
seen the
to
tech
read
issues
off.
on my streams? You don't want that.
Yeah, we'll hire someone else. Okay.
You'll be the producer, but we won't give you any responsibility because you'll
Yeah.
fuck it up.
I guess
That
more of
sounds like
an
my-
intern.
Perfect fucking job.
We'll make you
Sounds
an
like the
intern.
executive producers on Futurama over here.
Yeah.
Yay, I feel better about myself.
I'd rather be the moose that bit his sister. Too
Mooses
meta?
are
No one?
scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Spira? No one?
No one. Shush your mouth.
Nobody?
What just happened there?
Really?
I don't know.
I know what you're
who's
talking
biting
about.
Mooses. Who's biting mooses? Are
It's
mooses
from-
biting people?
it's from the credits in the beginning of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, jeez.
Really? Oh
They
yeah!
fired
Oh
the
shit!
whole Step. I know it was a great fucking joke. Thank you for catching up.
No, I was just remembering Monty Python's intro sequence.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
I wasn't talking about your joke. I need to rewatch that movie. It's been a long time.
Yeah, a moose bites his sister. So
Yeah. I was really excited. They were getting together to make another movie, and then someone died.
Yeah.
they're
Someone.
all like
in the world.
100 now. They're all dying. Did you see
Aren't
Anthony
we all?
Hopkins? Did you see Anthony Hopkins made a
Sir
TikTok?
Anthony Hopkins.
Sorry,
Anthony
my
Hopkins.
apologies. Sir Anthony Hopkins
Thank you.
made a TikTok, and it is literally him just going insane in quarantine in his house, and he just uploads it all. He's talking to fucking walls and paintings, petting fake dogs. It's beautiful.
As long as
I
he
can't
does it like
imagine.
Hannibal
It's
Lecter,
art.
I'm
It's
fine with
pure goddamn art.
Man, season 4 of Westworld's getting weird.
It really is. It's getting too meta, I think.
Yeah.
Putting it on TikTok was a weird choice, though.
That is kind of
Well, more
Anyways.
accessible than HBO Max. Anywho,
guys, let's get started. Let's do this.
Nah.
And I'll answer any
So, can we get a
questions as they come
recap?
up. Oh,
We
for
still
sure.
every time you ask that's the thing. Stop asking for questions. Start it, damn
I
it.
know, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm not going to ask you guys for any questions from here on out.
Does anybody have any questions before we start stream?
Actually, Gabe, what kind of hair dye do you use?
Oh.
All natural, baby.
Oh,
God damn it, I'm
geez.
jealous now.
What's your
He looks like he
conditioner?
uses Nair.
What's
Nair
your-
is to take hair off.
I
Yeah,
think that
that's-
was
That's
yeah,
fucking
that
rude.
Was his fucking jerk joke.
That was pretty
Look
brutal.
at that laugh.
That was pretty fucking brutal.
He's too
that's
proud
not-
of himself. What do you? Oh man. All right. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to the Super Saturday stream, where we shit on each other and talk about Amber Alerts. It's been a while. It's been too long. Most of us don't even know where we are. I should just actually make up stories about where we are to make it better. But I won't do that. I'll guide you guys down this beautiful path that we have all woven. But first, let's say hello to our super friends. Say hello, super friends.
Hello, super friends.
There you go. I didn't say wave. I said say. You
Sorry, I
literally
was
have
hoping
mics
an
in front
Amber
of
alert
you.
would go so I could just
Yeah.
get the mic and just let that go off.
Yeah. You guys can just pretend that the Amber Alert is like a alarm system attached to like unknown, and he's just beeping away in the castle.
I'm assuming it's attached to that crystal we just yanked out of nowhere.
For sure.
That Magnus
Yes.
almost dropped.
I was like, man, they haven't brought up the crystal at all. I'm wondering if they forgot.
I mean, a little bit until you just said it.
For
Actually,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, I thought Graham might have forgot too. He was like, I don't know. Anyways, so a quick little recap. You guys, let's start all the way in the beginning. You guys started a revolution between Gravas and Bastion. Things weren't going that great.
Florian started revolution, but whatever.
Yeah, and then dipped out. But that's it's neither here nor there.
So
Florian's
did
re-
Unknown, technically.
Let's now call it Florian's Revolution because that'll just be even more fun. So Gravas got burned down. You guys tried to make a deal with the Raven Queen. Didn't really work out. She stole the Gravasian leader's daughter. You guys ran around a bunch, but yada yada yada. Fought in a big old fight, and you guys' numbers are pretty dwindled down, but you heard, no, put your hand down. You'll hold those questions till the end. All this stuff is happening. You guys decided to go and look into a rumor of a very strong power source that all the other neighboring communities and powerhouses have been trying to get after, hear about. And you guys found a crystal being guarded by a wench that Magnus had to murder to gain access to. And then you guys are down in the well. You found out that this power source is pretty much the source of power for I want to call him Killian, but I'm not actually sure if that's his name.
That's his name.
Yeah, because I'm so good. Killian. All right, now ask your question.
It was just a shitty joke about Amber Alerts and Centra.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. All right, now do you guys have any questions after that amazing recap?
I don't remember. Did we actually have a plan for what we were going to do with it, or did we just go, we're going to take the thing?
No, you guys have no
I thought we were taking
plan.
it to Florian.
You guys pretty much, as soon as you picked up the crystal, and then someone was like, "Can I identify it?" and we ended right before then. I wouldn't have to go through the work of improving the actual specifics of it.
Did you actually prepare and do that, or?
Of course I did.
Bullshit.
It's been, I've thought about it. But who knows?
Yeah,
Who cares?
you've thought about it in
Yeah, I've
passing, you know.
thought about it in passing. Just
We did have
every
the
day.
ongoing situation of Crow Queen and elves and who
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to actually fully side with or what to do. Because both want that spot, and we were
Yeah, they can have the spot now.
Also,
we were floundering in that the elves were actually offering in numbers we understood, and the Crow Queen keeps going, just wait. And we were like, I don't want to wait on something I don't know what's gonna happen, if
Mhm.
anything's gonna happen.
I would like our wondrous, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous storyteller to actually give us a fucking reason why the Crow Queen's helping or how, other than supplying one Magnus, which, let's be fair, that's a lot of fucking help. But you won't give me level 18 yet, so
I know,
eh.
I know. What a bitch.
If you give me level 18, I'd say it's probably fair.
Probably. But she has some aces. up
You'll
her
still
sleeve, so don't
roll
worry.
ones.
Yeah, for sure. There's still dice.
But a level
involved.
18 rolling ones is a
Yeah, it's
lot
not that
different
bad.
than a level
It's really not
7.
that bad.
Yeah.
I
But
won't
when he
move to a
misses
training
and
dummy.
hits a friendly target, he'll just cleave right through them instead of it being like a scratch. So it'll be,
Yeah,
it'll be
exactly.
good. Yeah.
That's their fault for being near me, so that's not on me.
So we will start right where you guys left off. Down
Meow.
pretty much like a little spiral staircase down in this little tiny room with Magnus holding this glowing red crystal. Magnus has COVID, and it's it's now in the game. And
You know, fluids
What-
work better if you drink them, not inhale them.
I wish I only inhaled one. I had to get to Magnus's voice back, which unfortunately is my voice damaged. So,
Yeah, I wonder what that's like.
what do we do with this now?
Should I identify it?
I mean, we came here to help the war, correct?
Yeah.
I had to kill an old woman for this. It is going to help the war. Is it a weapon or...
I mean, according to her, it's what gave killing his power, so if we give it to someone, they can probably go toe-to-toe with him.
Well, I'm...
What if we just like flip the switch off and like nobody gets it? Go over, find Killian, kick him in the dick a couple of dozen times, everybody goes home.
Well, the problem is if we break it, and then he doesn't lose any power. I'm kind of SOL. I mean, at least let me look at it first.
I like the Frogman's idea.
Oh,
Break
thanks,
it,
buddy.
and no one gets the
I didn't say
power.
break it, I said like turn it off. Is there like a switch or a toggle or a plug?
I haven't
Magnus
looked
is
at it
gonna,
yet. I
turn
don't know.
it around in his hands
And
and then
drop it.
realize that electricity doesn't exist. He'll hand it over to Caleb. What the fuck is his name?
Caleb.
Caleb, it's Caleb now. Fuck it.
Caleb. I was like,
We
who
got
the
Caleb
fuck
and
is
Clyde.
Caleb? Oh no, that was like Zib's evil character from like years ago.
It's just
Anyway,
Callum.
perfect.
Give us
I'm a
those
mess.
juicy deets. I cast
I
good
give you,
genocide.
yeah, I give you the crystal. I hand it over, kind of like, ew, gross. Take it away.
So School of Magic, who cares? But as far as how to actually work it, I have to give you those details, correct?
I know how it
okay.
works, what it
Okay.
does. I know everything about it.
Everything about it. Okay.
I don't know origin or anything, just how it
Yeah,
works.
how it works.
Where it went to school.
There's no narration included, unfortunately.
So you find out that this is kind of like a two-piece system. It doesn't just work on its own to fully operate it, to turn it off, to transfer power, anything like that. It's going
It has
to
two-factor authentication.
Yeah, exactly. There is,
Does it also have Amber Alerts?
It does also, but you can turn them off or silence them. Your choice. You don't have
Magnus
to.
is crushing. Magnus crushes it. Fuck that.
Is it actually
There's
just a
too
giant
high a
amber
price.
crystal?
It's a key. It just looks like a normal little skeleton key. And yeah, it will bring anyone to amazing power that I don't feel like are.
I have no idea what this thing does, Char.
Pretty much you can power up someone. It's like a
Yes, but
fucking
how?
level up crystal.
You said it's a
We just
two-part
talked
thing.
about how good a
There's
level
like
18 Magnus would be,
Yeah.
and he's giving us that. Let's go.
It can turn anyone to level 18 if they perform a special ritual with both of the pieces that are needed. The one part being the crystal that you have, two being a key that you have never heard of. That is part of it.
All right, what's the ritual?
You have to sacrifice a couple of goats, some chickens. What do you mean? What is the ritual?
Is it? Do I just touch
do I
the
have to
key and say
No, you're gonna have to-
"Hullabaloo"?
Yeah. Yes. Yep. That's it. You touch
Okay.
the key, the crystal. You say "hubbabaloo," and then the power flows into you.
I explained that to the party in a more concise way.
Perfect. There you go.
Ah, so I killed a woman for a rock that doesn't work.
A very powerful rock. We gotta find a
That-
key if we want to make it useful.
Perfect,
Well,
I don't know.
where is the key and why didn't she mention it?
Did Char
Maybe-
forget last session?
I didn't forget
Yeah,
shit.
why did you forget? Because we fucking asked this lady. We quizzed her for like 2 whole episodes.
Yeah, she doesn't know where it is.
Maybe Killian has it.
Ooh.
I mean, if he used it, I'm the stupid frog man that's coming up with the logic.
Great.
Hey, do
The
I feel
rock-
like this would break if we dropped it or like explode or something?
Why don't you try it out?
Well, I know all the properties of this magical item, Char.
Then no, and you would probably know it as it being a magical item. Probably.
Literally tried to burn down a witch's castle, and we couldn't because all the magical items were invulnerable.
Yes,
I
but this
didn't
is
know that at
fancy
the time.
magic crystal of God.
Anyway,
Well,
great. The rock that we need to
Yeah.
kill Killian. We also need to kill Killian to activate. This has been a wonderful compromise of my morality.
it's
What
also
if
a
we
really
hit him with
powerful
it?
bargaining chip. We
It
both,
sounds like we bargained for nothing, and I lost a lot.
the elves want this. The Croaking wants this.
Do
I'm
I
sure they'd be willing to
fucking
trade a
about
lot.
elves or crow queens? I had to kill that woman. She made me for this item that is supposed to let us kill Killian, and yet there is a key now. There is another step. So I've done something for nothing, and I must answer to the gods.
It's one step of, I guess now, 2 steps. Hopefully that's it. But that doesn't mean it's nothing. It's a step in the right direction.
It is my soul that is stained and not yours.
Can I point
Back
out
to the waiting
something?
room at this point. He's gonna like storm up the stairs.
I mean, she was already dead. He's gone.
Did he take it with him, or
No,
no,
kid still has it.
No, yeah, I don't have it.
okay?
Well, I'm sure the elves or Croaking would be willing to hand over a lot for this, but not exactly sure we should give it to the Crow Queen.
No, she kind of seems like an asshole. Not alone on that, or
I'm just
I've
impressed
already
by
said
the,
my vote is with the elves because we know what we're getting.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
SCB is woman's body. Did it? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Did
the
it like
hag.
disintegrate, or
No.
is it like there?
No, we
covered
found
it.
covered it. You covered it with a little bit.
All
of
right,
heat.
so I'm up the stairs. I'm gonna drag it out. Can I? Will it go through the door now? I know she couldn't leave the tent before, but now that she's dead, will she leave the tent?
You can try.
I
and
will.
then
I will
also-
try that.
Yeah. Spirit,
I will
can
try to
you...
go bury her.
Yeah.
My
Spirit, can
favorite
you...
phrase from a DM. You can try.
Spirit, can you roll either perception or a history?
15.
15. When Cade was describing this key that is needed to activate the crystal, you recognize that it kind of starts sparking some memories that you have of the king, that he kind of keeps this necklace on him. You've seen him kind of carrying around this same key that he was describing on his person, either in a pocket. At some point he might have even had it on like a necklace, but he does keep it close to him.
Okay, so after Kate describes all that, I'm still like processing everything, thinking about, do we go full force on choosing the elves over the Crow Queen? Is there any middle ground we can do with that? And then that memory or like thought pops into my head, and I'll look toward Cade and Tipley. I'll imagine Magnus already left, and just say, that's what you just said. That might be this. There's this like pendant or amulet thing that the king always wears that sounds like that, and the king keeps Killian close. They basically like symbiotic as running that kingdom, so maybe that's it.
So
Could
we're
be.
back to attacking the king.
I mean, head-on attack is one approach. We might be able to figure out something a bit more clever and sly.
Magnus, real quick. Magnus, as you are upstairs, how are you trying to move her? Are you like wedding carrying her out or over the shoulder, or are you just
Probably
dragging?
like with the blanket or sheet still over her, probably grabbing her. I'm assuming she's still wearing a top, grabbing her like by the top of her shoulders and trying to drag her out the front door.
Okay, so all right. As you do that, your body goes through the door, but then as soon as hers gets to it, it's like hitting a wall, and you can see a little bit of like a magical shimmer going through the doorway that's stopping her body from.
I'm going to go back inside, and everyone, if you can hear under, will start hearing thunks against the floor as I beat the shit out of the ground with my Morning Star.
Okay. Now go ahead and you guys can continue your scene
Well,
downstairs.
so we did also say we'd give the land. We didn't say we'd give whatever was in there. So we could also probably keep this crystal secret from the elves and the Crow Queen until either they force our hand or we need to use it as a bargaining chip.
That's a good point. We know why they want the land. We don't need to let them know that we found the thing they want.
Exactly.
I got a dumb question.
Yes,
Or,
Tipley.
as Tipley would call it, a question.
Chicane, bitter tongue.
It gave the fire wizard guy more fire wizard stuff, right? So what
Yeah.
if we just like threw it in the ocean?
Well, pull out a flask of water I'm sure I have on me and pour some on it.
I mean,
Starts shaking his jug.
Yeah, you pour some water on
Yeah,
it.
nothing happens. How long does this ritual
Please
take?
tell me
Sean?
it grows chia hair, like little chia fucking.
The ritual, probably the prep of it might take you like 5 minutes, and then
Okay, so if I had everything ready to go,
yeah, and really it doesn't take. Yeah, you just need.
is
to
it literally just touching the key to the crystal and zap it level 18?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Holy
so
lovely.
all we need to do is really get the key if we can find it, if that's what the king has, and then instant power boost, so as you'd call it, I guess. It's not exactly something we have to prepare for. So if we get the key, we can immediately start using this.
uh-huh. And how do we get it?
Well,
More ground pounding is happening upstairs.
Yeah, Cade's ignoring it.
My like attention is drifting up. Maybe we should see. We don't really need to be down here anymore. We should maybe see what that is.
He seems a little angry.
Typically goes upstairs.
I'm gonna head up that way.
Cade's gonna look around the room a bit and see if there's anything else.
So is he just like?
I'm
mulling
looking
the
for
floor? sorry.
secret compartments, chests, stuff in there besides just the pedestal, though he will examine that too. Lore.
Say that again. You're examining the pedestal itself.
I'm examining the whole room thoroughly to be sure there's nothing we've missed. Lore, writing, hidden compartments.
Yeah. Give me that investigation roll. And then Magnus, if you could give me some attack rolls for your. Let's see if you're actually even doing anything.
So I'm not actually attacking anything. I was going to say, can I do athletics? Because this is a physical feat that I am performing.
Sure. Yeah, bud. Go for it.
All right, and I'm also going to channel Divinity Peerless Athlete. So I have advantage on athletics and acrobatic checks.
You're punch dancing your way through this fucking room like
I'm not punch dancing. I am just like full on like discus thrower, just beating the fuck out of the ground.
Perfect. Cade, you find nothing down there of any interest. It seems to actually be very like if you were in like a dwarven made cavern, they would have put some flourishes in there, but this is very like modest as far as like someone building this. They were just trying to who's climbing up the stairs right now? You are?
Yeah, I am too.
It's yeah, you guys start to see Magnus like kind of tin can banging, rolling down the stairs towards you guys, and comes to a stop at your
At my little webbed feet.
At your little webbed feet.
Okay.
So Tipley's just gonna like go up the stairs further and kind of just peer around first at this mess. What does he see happening here?
I don't know. What does he see happening?
Well, no,
at
I mean,
8.
I mean, you mean at a 1?
No, I get
It was
advantage.
Oh,
So,
it's advantage.
Yeah,
oh,
I get the
okay.
8, not the
Sorry.
7, because you know that helped a lot. I'm glad I
Yeah,
spent a long rest, one time only gift of God for a fucking 8. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll let you describe it because I'm not exactly sure what.
If
your
only you were
purpose
level
is.
18, that would change the equation.
It sounds like I need to roll an 8 to beat the shit out of a mage, which also would not help. Anyway, no, he's literally beating the like trying because he can't take her outside to bury her. He is literally now trying to dig a grave inside the floor of this tent. I don't know if it's like concrete or just hardened ground.
So it looked like when you first walk in, it's wooden, right? It looks like a normal wooden floor, but yeah, then underneath that is the stone. You might think it might be foundation, but it probably actually just the actual outer layer of stonework for the cement, or not cement, but for the stone stairway and everything. So it is sitting on top of the staircase. So it is stones. You would have to start punching your way through.
Well, he's using his weapon. So he's beating the ground with a Morning Star. I assume I've gotten through at least the wood and am now chipping up rock.
Yeah, you're chipping it. Yeah,
you would probably hear angry grunting is the best way I could put it. Like tennis, yeah, basically, yeah. Like tennis style, like every hit, except very angry and cat-like.
Like
I'm
Serena
picturing
Williams.
the Williams. Yeah, I was picturing the Williams.
Very Serena Williams. I don't think I'm powerful enough to match Serena Williams, but very much like that. I think you need to be level 18 to get close. So,
but he's still wearing like his tennis Spanx, so he's at least completing the.
Oh no, it's a skirt. It's a skirt. Don't even. Or a kilt, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, that's what you say. And I don't think Magnus understood that the stairs are, or at least spatially understanding how things work, unless the entirety of this tent is nothing but a tunnel straight down into that spiral stairway, he would have tried to pick a corner where he doesn't think he's going to break into the stairs. He would try to pick a corner where this part will probably have ground under it, not the hidden chamber.
The hut itself is perfectly circular. Anywhere that you are hitting to try and find ground is directly above.
Well, then Magnus would not have understood that, and he would have tried his best.
Yeah, keep going.
So Tipley's gonna just sort of tiptoe like up those last couple of steps and then into the, like, I guess, hut proper. Is it a hut or a tent?
It's a hut.
Okay.
It's like a little shabby wooden structure.
Yeah. He's gonna tiptoe up and just like,
hey, buddy. What you doing there?
No answer. More hitting ground.
is she kind of just ragdolled on the floor, or did he lay her down nicely?
I mean, he was dragging her by the shoulders, so
Mhm.
she's probably next to the part that he's. There's probably stone flecks and some wood flecks and all that kind of stuff getting on the blanket that's over her, but she would still be covered.
Okay. Tipley's gonna walk over to him and just kind of gently at first, like he's covered in armor, right? Like he's got this sort of like
I'm
half plate
full
or
plate.
full
Yeah.
plate. Is there any part of it that's just like fabric that's kind of sticking out of like the gaps or anything?
Oh yeah, I mean between the shoulders and all the
Yeah.
joints basically are leather-ish.
Yeah. So he's gonna find like a loose piece and then just like sort of like tug on it to try and get his like a small child would kind of thing.
Magnus slows but doesn't stop. When he slows, he like gives another futile hit, then another futile hit, and then just breathes heavy.
And then when he kind of stops, Tipley's going to take out a flask or something, like one of his many bottles he's probably absconded with from somewhere, and just be like, pop it open, and just be like,
You want a little sniff of something? Seem like you're having a bad day.
Don't know if you guys would know this. So thus far, Magnus has not been seen drinking much. Like he'll have a beer, but never to like excess or heavy drinking. He'll basically just up it completely.
Now the question is, which one did I give him?
That is a question.
I would have just given him like a flask, nothing like too exotic.
Wood alcohol.
Wormwood distilled.
Because I know he has like the two like weird mystery liquors.
Mm-hmm.
One that was kind of that, like, I think like silver bottle thing.
Yeah, it was like a pretty ornate.
And he just like saw stars and shit. And the other one was the one he just got from the lady. But he like normally has like, like the little flask thing, so we just gave him the flask.
Yeah, he literally just like open mouth, just
Yeah.
like until it stops.
Yeah. And he's
Give
gonna
me
sort
a
of like
constitution roll, but
Sure.
you'll probably roll great on this, as always.
Three.
Is this for his poison or?
This is just alcohol consumption.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, 12.
And again, only because I have plus fucking 6.
Yeah, you feel fine. You feel pretty good actually, but yeah, nothing crazy.
You mean pretty drunk? Well, drunk, but not good.
What? No, you're feeling.
I'm
like
saying he's in an angry, exhausted state.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but you're not like it's not hitting you insanely.
So he's gonna kind
Like
of
he's not hitting the floor insanely hard.
Magnus will drop his Morning Star on the ground and drop the flask like just on the ground after it's empty, and then just kind of like fall to his knees and look at the futile effort of trying to dig a grave here.
And while he's having his moment, Tipley's just gonna kind of like pet his mane a little bit. Like he's not going like far enough like to touch skin. He's just like,
Oh, there's a good boy.
I would like to ask for a religion check. I would like to pray.
Do you want me to roll it?
No, I'm saying I would like
Please.
to pray.
I know.
I mean, it might be better if you did. I would like to pray.
I thought you were asking me to do it. I was like, what the fuck is Tipper gonna
I was
do?
like,
What do you call it?
Who are you asking this from?
Not Pentecostal. What's it called? Like the people where they're like, we don't actually care which division of the religion you are.
I don't know. But anyways, what's
There's a
the
name
check
for
with-
that.
Maybe.
Unitarian. Unitarian.
Maybe there's also
Anyway.
just non-denominational.
Non-denominational, exactly. He is going to send out a non-denominational prayer,
An Amber Alert,
basically
if you will?
asking whichever god lets him get this woman through this door, he will serve.
Okay.
Asmodeus kind of just walks right up.
Deep
Yeah,
sigh.
go for it. Go for it. Oh, Cade doesn't get to sigh at someone making bad decisions.
Yeah, if it's Mammon,
Okay, Cade made a
at least
bad
you have
decision.
a friend. And Mammon's not a fucking god; he's just a demon.
Yeah,
I
give
mean,
me
there are
that
bad gods, I'm aware, but Mammon doesn't. Is Mammon the god?
roll. No, he's a
He's
Uh,
not far off though.
devil. He's
If
a
he
devil.
answers your prayers, who's to
Well,
say?
again,
Well,
If anything, you're consistent, Kozark.
yeah, you. I mean, it's 12.
Can I roll a religion check?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm petting his mane, trying to
Yeah.
just calm him down.
Do you need
he's,
a religion
he's
check?
being one with the
Can
spirit.
it be
now.
advantage for
Yeah. Yeah, you could try.
Can
and
he
help him
lend his
out.
roll to mine? Help,
Y-
please,
yeah.
friend.
I'll let if you roll above a 15, I'll let Cause have advantage.
Oh God, what even is my religion at this point? Okay, it's just a flat D20.
All right.
D20s are not
Right
flat.
All right. You beat it. You fucking you hit it, and the bare minimum. Cause you are free to roll.
Cat's out of
Are
the
you
bag.
ready? Are you ready for me to take your wonderful luck and ruin it massively?
So, can I inform your luck for just a second?
21.
21. All right.
Again, non-denominational. He did
Yeah.
not ask for any specific anything, so he's screaming
Oh.
into the void.
Oh, I know.
And the void's looking back.
So, Graham, go ahead and try and explain what you did to help him.
No,
with it.
I was going to say,
Okay.
from a meta point of view, is that my view of Grung is that they don't really have gods as much as they're basically like hero worshippers. Like they're like Mithras hero cult worship kind of thing. So it's just like,
Hey, did you hear about Tom? Yeah, Tom's pretty great. Want to have a bonfire in Tom's honor? Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a good night.
like that's the extent of their religious worship in my headcanon.
The fast
So
track
for
to
him-
becoming a god is just get the grung to like you.
So
Yeah.
the weird part about that is that
it's
that
basically
actually
just a
gels
popularity contest.
perfectly with Magnus's entire philosophy. Magnus also does not believe in the gods, not so much as they don't exist, but he does not trust or like them. So the gods have burned his people before in bad ways, so he doesn't actually trust or normally like or ask. So he is a hero. He's literally the path of the hero.
Mm.
So that actually tracks perfectly.
So Tip was just gonna start telling him stories about how cool Tom is.
Magnus would be inspired. He wants to be like
Yeah.
Tom.
For sure. You want to be like Tom. Tom might not help you out in this fucking time of
Turns out Tom's just an asshole taking credit for somebody else.
But if you
Failed
can,
upwards.
I'm pretty sure you can type it out. But if you can give me a roll of 1d37 in chat.
That's one thing that's nice about online rolling is you can roll weird dice.
Okay.
I really hope we didn't just get an evil paladin.
I mean,
You ready with the new character, Kozark?
Jesus Christ, we can't do it again. As long
Oh, I
as this
thought
one
you set
doesn't
the
turn into
precedent.
SpaghettiOs. Give him a better death than SpaghettiOs. That's all I ask.
Give me you're praying. You guys do something real quick. Let me look up some stuff on this dude.
No worries.
Double Crow Queen.
Depending
he's-
on what list he's using, I kind of know the general displacement of this god.
But he is so Magnus is on his knees looking at basically his failed attempt to try to bury her inside the tent, and he just looks deflated, like a balloon that has lost every bit of air and then some on top of that. And he's, I wouldn't say crying, but like watery eyed. So like there's no like tears running down his face or anything, but he just looks a bit watery. And as you touch him, he's not like pulling away, which normally, or at least as far as you guys have seen so far, he's a pretty independent dude. That's not something he would accept. He literally just seems defeated completely.
I'm hoping it's like the god of brothels or something.
Are you still standing?
I mean, I
sitting?
can fuck for God. If that's what we got to do, then like we can do it.
I think he's on his knees. That's how Tip is able to kind of like pet his hair.
Yeah, I basically fall onto my knees. There's a empty flask fallen next to me. My morning star is still probably stuck in the stone to the left of me, like just dropped, and he basically dropped himself as well, or Magnus.
So Tibley was ahead of me, so I'll have like reached the top of the stairs, and seeing this, I'll go up to Magnus and ask, what seems to be the problem?
Did you just ask him to roll down his window?
sir, what seems to be the problem here?
What's the problem, meow?
License and registration.
You think something's going on, right, meow?
He's just going to look up at you in like the most "are you fucking stupid" kind of way possible.
When he looks up at you, you can definitely notice that one of his eyes is like black. Like it looks like death is kind of like swirling in that eye, like diseased and corrupted.
Do I see or feel anything?
No, not yet. But
Okay.
you do hear this voice in your head kind of ring out this kind of it kind of mimics your voice. It is very much like this deep baritone. Do you accept me into your heart, child?
Char, don't you fucking patronize me like you can't do a deep baritone voice.
Shut up.
I mean, I think patronize is what you're going for. Patronize is what he's actually trying to do.
True. Fair enough. But I'll let she can go first because she.
Magnus, are you all right? What's going on?
His ears are gonna twitch. He has cat ears, so they're gonna like twitch as he hears the voice enter his head. And he will just think loudly, I guess. I do not accept, or I accept no God in my heart, but I will accept that I serve you if I get what I have asked.
And what do you ask?
Let me get her out of the door.
All you have to do is break it. And when you look at your hammer, you'll notice that it now has this kind of blackish tint to it now. It doesn't look like it's fully changed, but it does have a little bit of like a shine to it.
Without responding to chicane, he is going to grab it, turn to the door, and just his absolute hardest just swing at it.
Yeah, as you swing, you don't even need to do attack roll. And there's also not even a door there. You're swinging at essentially nothing, but it does come into contact with that shimmer that you saw earlier, and you just see it explode outward, almost like shards from a mirror, just this kind of glass that just goes blowing out of there. Everyone inside of the room, I'm not sure if Cade's up there, but everyone who is up there feels like this kind of impact of wind blow towards them as this as this magical door just gets broken down, and then you hear the voice ring out in your ears, just say, "All I ask from you is destruction and chaos throughout this."
Can I roll religion? Because I'm used to glowing weapons from Kin and Florian.
Hell yeah, you can roll religion.
16.
16. The thing that really kind of triggered you for maybe like being able to collect information on this is the fact that one of his eyes looked like they're done, diseased, whatever you want to call it. And it would remind you of Talos.
Is that Squid Lady?
No, he's kind of like, I want to say evil Zeus, but that might be redundant depending on who you ask. Zeus is kind of a dick, but this guy is like Zeus's older jock brother that is a little bit more dickish than he is.
So Virgin Zeus versus Chad Zeus.
Chad Zeus, yeah, he's more like Chad Zeus.
But like not the nice Chad at college.
Yeah, not nice Chad. He's definitely going through his darker phase where he can't express his emotions, so he lashes out and
So like that. Seeing Magnus start flipping out on this door and realizing who he's in contact with, I'm gonna yell out, "What have you done?"
Magnus, first of all, did not check religion. He didn't even think about whatever God answered, whatever voice was. It did not occur to him. He drops his morning star right there, and grabs the lady and drags her out the door.
Yeah, you can very easily drag her out now. And then any remnants of that kind of broken glass mirror kind of just dissipates into like a powder.
I turn around from where I was standing, because I was still like kind of near the top of the stairs, and I yell down for Kate to get up here.
All right, 1 second. Kate's gonna scribble a note and leave it on the pedestal.
What does it say, bud?
He's gonna implicate some random thief he's heard of.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna write like Cade was here. That's what I thought you were going to do. But
no.
Yeah, give me a history check. We'll see. Unless you just want to do Chicane's.
Just write down Raw was here.
Yeah, I was like, you can, if you want Chicane's boyfriend, you can do that as well.
I will roll for a famous thief.
Okay.
If I don't get that, it'll just be some random thief I've heard of in the Morning Tribune kind of deal.
Gotcha.
Felix isn't famous. I'm done with him.
5.
You won't sit for Felix anymore.
5. You
the butterscotch bandit.
Yeah, I was like, what do we do?
The one-armed man.
Yeah, Montgomery von Buttered Snatch is the name. You think
thief is named Snatch.
Yes, exactly. Butter Snatch.
Guy Ritchie wants a word with you.
For sure. His snatches smooth.
Buttery.
Buttery. Anyway, so you get done with that and you run upstairs.
Whoa. What happened here?
I don't know exactly what's going on or what he's thinking, but I think he's in contact with Talos right now.
What's a Talos?
Bad news.
Bad news.
I mean, like, add it to the fucking pile.
I'll give Tipley a short roundabout. Chad Zeus.
Which he oddly understands perfectly.
He's like, understood.
You know Tom, but like if he was a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tom.
Very much like Tom.
On the scale of evil gods, he's pretty far down the dark route.
Great. Okay.
Tipley's gonna pick up his spent flask, give it a shake, and like, put it in his bag, and then I guess walk outside.
Kaz, can I get the athletics roll for you trying to dig this hole? I mean, are you going deep? Are you going shallow? How what are we doing here?
6 foot minimum.
6 foot minimum.
It's
All
got
right.
to be deep.
If you roll good,
he's not gonna shallow grave this woman.
if you roll well, we'll do like a holes hole. We'll do 10 feet by 10 feet, and you'll bury this lady right. But I'm
Should
gonna
ask
need to
Tipley
see
for
at
help.
least oh, that's true.
Nobody asked Tipley.
18. You're good, but you're fine. 18. You dig real deep. I'm not sure if you're talking to us.
Sorry, I was.
Okay.
I still have advantage on athletics checks. So.
Okay. Yeah, 18. You have no problem digging this hole. But what is everyone doing while he's?
Following
big is this crystal?
outside, but like at like that kind of cautious pace where you're like walking up to a dog that's snarling at you.
The crystals probably, I want to say like the
Like
size of
apple
both my-
sized?
No, like both my hands put together. It's decently big.
Alright, Kate will stuff it in his satchel thing.
Okay.
Whatever bag he's carrying.
Continent explodes.
It just
black
holes.
Just a Kira circle kind of thing.
I should have asked this. How many uses does this have?
Oh, infinite for sure.
So if we all touch the key to it
Oh, I see what you're saying. One
The
person at a
campaign
time.
ends.
One person at a time.
at a time,
Yeah.
how many times and within
Infinite.
what time
Infinite
frame?
amount of times, no time frame. You could jump ship
So if I
that-
prepare the materials for the entire party and we all touch the key to it, we all get level 18?
No. One person at a time.
I think it's one person at a time can attune to it,
Correct.
but you can
Oh.
infinitely attune.
So
Yes.
you override the previous attunement?
Yeah, you'll take away the last person's
Okay.
levels and then transfer them to you.
Just hot potato across
Yep.
the whole group.
Exactly. But it takes 5 minutes. All right. So yeah, you're doing that. Is anyone? You said that you're walking up to Magnus as he's digging this hole.
Yes. I'm going to slowly approach and kind of just repeat, like, Magnus, what are you doing?
Tipley's just gonna kind of
He
go
will
around the other
again
side.
look at you with the "Are you fucking stupid?" eyes, and just look at the hole and go, "I am burying the woman that I killed."
Okay. That's fair. Did you ask for help from anybody on the celestial end of things?
Tippy would know that answer.
He sort of seemed to be praying. I don't know to who.
I do not pray to any gods. I simply asked for help, something that none of you could give me, and none of you could take this away and keep this stain off of my soul, and so now I must bury her here!
Thunder and lightning happen above you guys.
Was that sarcastic or real?
Real.
Magnus, unless I'm wrong, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, you're getting help from Telos. Do you know who that is?
I am getting this woman buried properly.
Do you understand the implication of what you're doing?
Is there an implication? Does it matter now? She is dead and she deserves to be in the ground, and there is no ground inside of that hut. So I had to take her out, and I have. I have succeeded, and this is where she will lay.
Does Cade come up this? Is Cade like seeing all this? Is he with us?
Yeah, he's nearby, but he
Okay.
didn't approach too close.
Rain starts falling.
Magnus is
Tipley
not
powers up.
angry at like, any of you guys. Like, Magnus definitely doesn't seem like aggressive towards anyone else. Maybe aggressive towards the ground.
Yeah, Kate's just not going to be within melee range. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna like back up toward the hut just to get like any kind of a little bit of coverage from the rain, and I'm actually just going to wait until he's done.
Typically, it's about 10 feet. I guess like to his left. Kind of just keeping an eye on this and enjoying the rain.
Yeah.
No one talks otherwise. He's going to finish his task. Sort of ceremoniously put the old woman into the hole and push the dirt back over the top. If no one says anything in between any of that, then he'll kind of like deep breath and then just switch off. Like you literally look at him and he just done. Like he's turned off. It's all gone, and he just looks at the group. Now,
Can I get a perception check from you, bud, real quick?
from me, sure.
Oh yeah.
So long, I don't even remember what my perception check is.
Since I'm outside, should I be doing the same thing or?
Oh.
Oh,
22.
20. Oh wow. You notice the vision in your right eye is kind of just a little bit blurry.
He'll ignore it for the moment. He kind of walks up to Cade in a... I mean, he's a big dude, so I don't think he can walk up close to someone without it seeming slightly threatening, but I would say otherwise his vibes are not any more angry or frustrated or any emotion at this point. He's just kind of like cold. Can I see the crystal again?
Sure. Kate'll hand it to him.
He'll kind of hold it in his hand and like hold it up and then just think in his head, if you want chaos and destruction, give me the key to this item and I will give it. I will sow it in this land and it will never, ever heal.
Yeah, you will hear in your head
that song.
that song. You're kind of like maybe
Talos is on an elevator
waiting...
going
yeah,
down.
exactly.
I need to find a
Elevator,
better
maybe
gun.
like a
That's a shitty song.
like a waiting tune, like you're put on hold.
Please hold.
Elevator.
Please hold.
Your prayers are very important to us.
But yeah, you will hear, I do not possess the key. You will have to gain it.
Where?
Give me a religion check.
When he's not looking towards me and Chicane, Kate'll just give her a quick like.
Are you telling me to wait a minute?
I'm saying, shh! Don't tell him just yet.
Okay.
The only reason Cade was comfortable giving to him this is he didn't tell him the ritual, and we don't have the key.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't have actually reacted too badly because it was like, I understand now you can't do anything with it unless you have the key, and we don't have the key.
But he just, I will wreak chaos and destruction.
Oh, no, he didn't say it out loud. He said it in his head.
Chipley was sort of like mid pouring out that bottle of weird pink liquid onto like her impromptu grave, and then kind of just stop as he hears this tirade. It's like,
No.
No, he's
This happened-
praying it. He's praying
No,
it.
no. This is. You can see him basically praying, but this all was in his head.
oh, I thought he said it out loud.
Cade will still
No.
be like,
I said it out loud for streaming purposes,
Okay.
but it was all in his head.
You'll the castle.
You will hear that out loud. You will literally just hear, which castle? He's starting to bristle again with anger.
I see what you're saying. Because you're thinking, okay, you could probably take it to mean the Bastion Castle.
Oh, no, he's still being direct. He's tired of games. Basically, at this point, he's literally just fucking tired of games and vagary and all of that.
I'm sorry. It wouldn't. If someone says the castle in this area, it means.
Oh no, I'm sure it does. I'm not from this area.
Oh,
and he's not making that. He would not make that
We've
assumption.
been to 3 castles in this campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've already been to a couple. There's a couple castles.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure
cute, but yeah.
colloquially it makes sense, but he's
Yeah.
not from here.
Bastion. And then you'll hear and then lightning, and then you won't hear anything else from
He's
him.
typically standing next to a tree.
Yeah, you all are standing next to trees. It's a pretty tree area.
Yeah, no, he'll just kind of lower the crystal and hand it back to Cade. Thank you. And he'll blink a couple times, trying to clear the blurriness from his eye. Like, just kind of like try to blink it out, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't go.
I thank you. But yeah, he hands the crystal back to Cade and looks at the group. To Bastion, I suppose.
Should probably come up with a plan first.
Have plans done us any good at all since I have met any one of you individuals?
I mean, it's still better to have a plan and have it go awry than just wing it all.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I am not so convinced, but fine. I will pray and you will plan.
Why is it always me?
He meant you to the group. Royal you.
So yeah, Tibbly was just going to do a quick little pour that liquid on the impromptu grave and then walk back over to the group. After
Yeah, and then Magnus basically switches spots with you. He goes over to the grave and he, kneels and starts praying in Leonin. Out loud, but it's still in Leonin, if anyone understands or doesn't.
So Tip is going to look at the other two like,
So what's with that?
just pointing over his shoulder at the Leonin.
Well, he's showing signs of a follower of Talos now. I don't know.
So first he worked
how
for the Crow Queen, now he's working for some other asshole.
Yeah, probably a bigger one. How far away is Magnus from the group at the moment when he's praying?
I'm assuming you guys can walk away to be out of earshot if that's what you're trying to do.
Well, I figure we're at least.
I'm trying to do it without being too suspicious. How far did Magnus go away, Cosmic? Did he?
Like
Did
how
he-
far
I mean,
across
I-
is it?
he's right
He's
there.
at the grave. Let's say
I'm at
he's,
the grave. I assume it's at least 10 feet away from the tent.
Yeah, let's say 15 feet. It's raining now. You guys could go inside the hut to get out of the rain, and he would be outside if that's what you guys want.
Tipley's gonna just sort of like tug on Cade's like sleeve.
Like, do you want to take a quick walk over here for a second?
Yeah, probably.
Uh,
Kate will follow.
Yeah, just kind of go around the hut kind of deal.
I think probably the last thing we want to do, and Kate will explain the whole one person at a time rule for the crystal. I think the last thing we want to do is let him keep that power for very long at all.
Here's my thought. He knows you have it right now.
Oh, here, Kate will hand it to Tipley. Hide it, I
yeah,
guess.
That
When
was
are we
the
getting a
plan.
bag of fucking holding jar?
Does Cade just scream this into the sky,
Never.
looking for a new god?
You got a flying carpet. You guys can chill. You don't need a
Fuck
bag
the
of
flying
holding.
carpet. I'd take a bag of holding any day.
Whoa.
I can make a bomb with that.
That flight carpet has
Jeez.
allowed us to do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kid.
Either way, Tipley like
Oh, well, that was easy.
he's just gonna like tuck it in his bag and become a super god.
So, big thing is, if we get the key, we either
Mhm.
need to give him the power and let him go ham, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not all for more innocence.
No, he's going a little Tom over there.
Tom?
I love the new god Tom. He's my favorite.
Yeah,
so-
he's some guy that we kind of like. We like tell stories about, do little fire dances for, and it's kind of a fun night. But he's actually kind of a dick.
Who do we give this power to? Florian?
I'd certainly choose Florian over someone who now apparently works for Talos.
Yeah, he's not really on the table anymore, but
can
he's
I,
probably not going to be happy.
Can I make a different suggestion? How about no one gets it?
Oh, then killing keeps the power. And that's the problem.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that you can just take it away and not accept it. You can turn it off. There's a little off switch on
So Tipley's
okay.
initial dumb suggestion of flicking it off
there.
is completely valid.
Yeah, that's valid. Why not? We'll
Yeah.
put it in there. Yeah.
Okay. So if we could just like, I don't know, turn it off, can't we just do that? Why do we have to give it to anybody?
That would be my suggestion.
I just
Well,
looked up
it's also a
Talos
lot-
for the first time, and like, fuck.
Yeah, you're fucked. Because you're fucked.
I gave him a quick perusal when Char said I knew who he was, and that Chicane is not having
So
a
most
great
of the
time right now.
or at least some of the god lists that I've seen, a lot of the bad gods are situated near the bottom.
Yeah, no.
I don't know
so
which list Char
the
used.
one time I
but-
do roll high.
No, there's like lawful. It's pretty. The list I'm looking at has it pretty
Okay.
intermixed. I mean, if he would have rolled one different, he could have gotten like a neutral or, lawful good a little bit more. So yeah. If he just rolled just a little bit higher, he could have hit like a triple of like good gods that were there.
Either way, whatever we do with the power, let's try to not let Magnus believe we're just not going to let him have it, because it seems like a time
Can
bomb.
you, I don't really know how the magic works, but could you make like a fake one of these in case he wants to like grab one off of you?
Nope.
Well, fuck
I
it,
mean,
that's right.
maybe in a few weeks once we get stronger, but right now, no.
How the fuck did I walk into a second betrayal character? How? How?
I'm sensing a theme, Koznerg. You're not going to be a best man at my wedding for sure.
Damn it! I'm not even sure I'd make the guest list at this point.
Not even an usher.
You need some excitement at a wedding.
Give him the crystal, you get excitement. That's for damn sure. They didn't say destroy who. They just
Oh,
said.
Kate is
destroy.
not sharing any of the details of the rituals
No,
with
I know you're not.
anybody here.
No, that's fine.
I mean, he might share it with Tail later, but right now he's just gonna kind of keep it to himself.
Don't worry. Tell us to tell me, and you don't have to, so it's fine.
You could tell Tipley and his eyes will glaze over and he won't remember it anyways.
Yeah, that's what Feudal Act. Who's the guy that pushes the boulder up a hill?
Sisyphus. No,
Nazzlefraz. It was
something like that.
Sisyphus.
Nazzlefraz.
It was Sisyphus. Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah, so do I have to roll to hide it on myself or
No, you have a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
in your
super.
bag.
When he first described it, I was thinking like head sized.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like Tipley's
I mean,
size
Tipley's-
or something.
Yeah, Tipley head
no,
size, but that.
Yeah. Just make two hands together and fucking just that. It's like that size.
But my hands are huge.
I like how these motherfuckers, their first thing was keep the bad guy from evil item instead of telling him like, hey buddy, maybe you got yourself into a bad deal. No one's even bothered to bring that up, so cool.
I started to. You
Yeah,
were like,
she
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna bear.
you got
just shut up.
super snappy about that.
Yeah. So it's not
So
even
while
that.
he's doing that, we got to do the other band-aid solution before we can go at it ham.
And I didn't say I gave up. I was just like, I gotta go talk with the other people here.
We're
While you
just gonna go over
continue.
here.
While you continue your.
You
Very
need quiet
tirade.
prayer time.
You go over there, practice digging holes for a minute, champ, and
Hey, so what are we gonna do with him?
Probably need to have a talk with him, but probably didn't want to listen to hear it from me.
By the way, he has not seemed at all angry or aggressive towards any of you in any way, sense, shape, or form.
Yeah,
no, but it's just it's a
Again,
snappy
maybe
eye.
at the ground, the thunder was not him, and the lightning definitely wasn't him. But angry at the ground, the lady, but not you guys. He was a little snappy.
Cade is
about it.
not subtle.
That's fair.
And yeah, Cade might be able to take him in a fight. He doesn't want to.
No, I'm saying if you felt like he was being aggressive towards you, I'm letting you know that maybe if Cade took it that way, fine, but he hasn't actually tried any of that.
Cade didn't. However,
There
you're
were no
now
intimidation
in communion.
rolls.
No,
You're
no,
now
but
in
it's more like he's
communion with
putting on. It's more that he's putting out a certain energy. But whether or not it's directed at anybody, it's still like it's a vibe that people are picking up on.
Cade instigates, and he knows that. He's
No,
trying
that's
to
fair.
avoid the instigation.
No, that makes perfect sense. I just want to make clear that like he wasn't like it didn't look like he was about to throw hands to any of you.
No, Shane doesn't even think that, but she is terrified about the paladin that now works for Chaotic Evil God.
To be fair, we don't necessarily know that yet. We just know that he did commune and get power from, which is a
she
pretty
knows
good
Taylor.
indicator.
I know
We
it's-
haven't heard him outright say anything like that yet.
No, she religion checked it. She knows it's Talos. She said that out loud.
But we haven't heard you say, I'm going to wreak death and destruction. We just know you're working for a dick.
Yes, but I am
And
like
acting
slightly.
a little crazed.
I'm slightly like extra paranoid. I just don't want that god around any of the stuff we're trying to do.
As opposed to tentacle gods. Like your
There's a good
last
tentacle
paladin.
god out there.
It seems
And
like you
huge
guys corrupt
breakers.
paladins. Maybe you're the goddamn problem, you enablers.
You weren't even around Florian when that happened? I'm pretty sure it was
No.
Florian on his own.
But meta
No.
style, I'm just saying you've now corrupted 2 paladins as a group.
My next character is going to be a paladin slayer, Char.
And one person
perfect.
who thought he was a paladin.
All right, so what would you guys like to do now? Are you still praying, Magnus, or are you done?
While they're having their conversation, you basically until someone approaches or says or does anything, he's just gonna keep going.
All right, Hut Boys.
Kind of
what are
basically
you guys
doing like a rosary,
Gotcha.
but a Leonin version.
So okay,
We should
where are we
probably
going?
send a crow, at least to, not Magnus, Mandrus. And then we should probably plant it here and let him know what's going on. Because I don't know how they found out about this power, if they're tracking it somehow, but, wait, 1 second, I gotta look at my spell list, sorry. Hey, cool, I cast non-detection on the crystal. Like, excuse me, Tipley, 1 second. He'll, like, reach into the bag, blah, 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 give it back to Tipley.
How long does that last?
Did he
for?
just like
8
tongue
hours.
Tipley's ear hole, or
That fixes it. Trust me. I promise.
Maybe do that a little lower, champ.
Wizardry is a complex science, okay?
Sometimes
8
you
hours
just gotta
for
lick a frog. It happens.
You did that. Everything's good.
But that should keep someone from tracking it for now. I mean, I can recast it, but that reduces my combat capabilities drastically. But I'm assuming once we leave here, either the elves or the Crow Queen will know, so we need to be ready to go. What do I need for the ritual? Like, is it just basic spell components?
lot of a frog.
Basic, yeah, it's basic
Okay.
spell components, man. You don't really need anything.
I was worried if it was like, you know, the hair of a Himalayan mountain frog or something.
No.
Okay.
I mean, all you
I
need
did
is the
tag you in
key,
something like that a while back.
that is, somewhere else.
Well, Cade wants to be geared up, ready to go to do the instant cast, as
Gotcha.
opposed to having to prepare everything.
Right. No, you're good. You're good.
All right.
As soon as you get back.
So we go to the castle, get the key. Hope that's the right one. If not, we need to have at least a way out. I don't want another boardwalk incident. SpaghettiOs.
Good times.
So does this make me an Oathbreaker, or am I still good for now?
No, you're probably an oath breaker. But let me look into it real quick. You're not sure.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so
we
you can-
haven't gone anywhere yet. I'm still praying, so we're
Yeah. You're good.
And then we probably need to distract Killian long enough for us to get into the castle, get the key.
Hmm. Okay. So do we want to like? So you're gonna tell Mandris? Are you telling the elves, or what are we?
I think we need to let Mandris know, at least the situation for now. Probably work out a plan with Tigora to distract Killian, as she suggested. Long enough for us to get to the king, kill him, take the key. After that, turn off the power, deal with Killian. And then from there, it's, whoever sits on the throne is king, I guess.
Char, would I know does the king happen to spend time with any like concubines or escorts?
Ooh, oh, this guy? Hell yeah, all the time.
Are they like girls who like live in the castle, or like they're from the brothel and come in to see him?
I'm picturing Tipley in Cloud Strife level drag right now.
He definitely rotates them, so it's no one living in the castle. It would definitely be it might not even be brothel girls. It could be just if word of someone's beauty throughout the city is kind of like known, he might even like try and snag just normal people. I guess you would say turn them to prostitute almost kind of thing, even if they weren't already. So you might not even find them in the brothel, but yeah, he will yeah, it could be anyone that he's feeling at the time. And you haven't been in the castle for a bit.
Word choice.
So you might not even know who it is, but you could probably have knowledge of old that he is.
Okay, and there's not like a dude pimp buddy that like gets him the girls.
Oh, like a right hand man.
Yeah,
like a supplier.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he scouts and goes like, this girl that's working at this tavern you would like.
For sure, Frank. Everyone knows Frank. he's the king.
He's friends with Tom.
Yeah, he's friends with Tom. He's obviously the king's go-getter for sure.
All right. So in short order, I'm going to suggest before
you
we
will
go.
do this in character.
So speaking with Kate and Tipley, I'm going to say, all right, I understand that there's a possibility everything that we might plan could go terribly wrong, and we do need to just fight in or out of the castle. But I have an idea. I know for a fact that the king has extra bedfellows, usually girls from around town, and I know the guy who usually finds them for him. If we can potentially bribe him, or just even find out who the next girl is and bribe them, we can see about them while he's, exposed, snatching the amulet, key, whatever it is, and ferrying it out of the castle somehow.
Do you really want to put all of our cards on some random woman? No offense, I'm sure they're great. On
Depends who you ask.
Do we really want to put all of our eggs in the basket and then leave the king to just roam around until we can kill him later?
I'm only saying that Killian still has the power, so if we go charging into the castle with no other idea of what to do, I imagine we'll all get fried.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking message Mandra, see if we can get a distraction set up for him at least.
I mean, if Killian's out of the way, in and out of the castle might be a little easier. There's still all the guards, though.
Yeah.
Why don't we do both?
Well, what I was saying was we potentially try this plan. If that goes, up in flames, then we try and get in and out any other way we could figure out.
Fair enough. Do we just sneak back into Bastion?
I suppose that is the only option.
Also, you guys keep speaking of sending Raven to Mandris, is that right?
I said get a message. I didn't exactly say crow.
Okay. You guys don't just have access to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Just needed to make sure before you make that a solid piece of plan. Unless one
So-
of you guys got one of those message birds in your bag.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
even
one
thinking,
right
I was
here.
like, then we would have to go into Bastion anyway to get
Exactly.
a fucking bird.
Yeah.
So I did want to ask,
Yeah.
as technically the asset that the Crow Queen has given,
Mhm.
do I have access to the Crow Queen's crows? Is there like a coin I can flip and get one, or
No, they
am I
aren't.
being watched normally?
Oh, you could probably see if you're being watched. As in
Basically,
you
if I
could
wanted
roll,
to
you
send a
could-
message to the Crow Queen, could I do that?
Man, I mean, yeah. Give me a perception check
Sure.
with advantage.
Alright.
And then
22 and 20.
22. All right. And let's see if she even sent one. If she gets higher than a 16, so 17 or more, we'll say that someone had eyes on you guys this time. What did we get? 10. So
Alright, cool.
you don't see anyone.
Cool. Probably for the better part. She probably
was
doesn't
gonna
wanna know
say,
I have a new
I'm-
employer.
I was like, I would be happy if she if she sees you guys walk out of this area with the crystal. Anyways.
They're
Okay,
having their
so
group chat.
step one. What?
Probably let Mandris know somehow, at least, that we have a plan. Or something in the making. You can fly back to him if you'd like. Is Cade still in hybrid form?
I don't know.
It's been a long time. Let's
It's
just say
been-
yes.
Let's say no. Actually, I like
Okay,
saying no.
then I'll roll for it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh,
that's all right.
129. Buddy, you nailed that roll. Don't even worry about it.
I'll just take the first roll. No. Alright,
Probably at this point in the conversation, if you guys were in any sort of hearing distance, you'd hear the Leonin stop. And Magnus is big and covered in full plate, so he's noisy. You probably hear him go kind of like gather his weapon, go into the back into the hut. He didn't try to find you. He just
Yeah,
walked,
Cade's
straight
already
into
got-
the hut.
Cade's already gotten all the secret stuff out of the way.
If we can relatively safely sneak into the city and get ourselves toward the castle, I can disguise myself, find Frank, and try to get the information. And I feel like I'll decide at that point if I feel like it might be smarter or more useful to try and bribe Frank directly or just the girl. I don't recall exactly how loyal Frank is. I mean, no one really likes the king that much, but there's fear. Fear keeps you loyal.
Coin.
Are there any mirrors in this hut?
Oh no, she hated mirrors.
Perfect. We want to make sure we keep Magnus in the dark as long as possible.
Yeah, she wouldn't have mirrors, but
Reflective serve eye.
yeah, I'm trying to think of. I mean, yeah, I don't. Not that I.
Probably not. It's a witch's hut. Makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
feel like a map. But no, anyways, no. As for now,
Do you really want to give us more wondrous items at this
No.
point?
No. You guys are.
Does she have a deck of playing cards anywhere?
I mean, you can investigate.
I'm
her
gonna loot the
little-
hut.
Okay. Magnus, do you have any problem with this man desecrating the?
He's not being rude about it, but he is
So-
looking for useful things.
So here's the thing: you guys are outside of the hut talking.
In the hut.
Magnus
They're in
is
the hut
now-
now, right?
Oh, they're in the hut. I thought you guys said
No,
you went
we weren't
around.
around
We
the
went
hut.
behind.
Around.
Oh, you went
However,
behind.
You said
after
behind
Cade
the
hears
hut.
him
Gotcha.
moving about,
bad,
he's
my bad.
probably
Right,
gonna go
right.
look for
So
him.
I'm in the hut first, right?
So you get
Okay.
dibs. Okay, we get it.
No. I'm in the hut first. You walk in. we can play from there, but we might need some initiative or some initiate rolls. Like we might need to.
Yeah, Cade, give me the your investigation check.
And explain it if you would.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
rather,
assuming you're
role
not
play it,
trying.
please.
You're not
He's
trying
gonna
to
look
be...
around. He's gonna look around the room for anything that sticks out of place.
Okay.
If there's some drawers, he might open one occasionally.
Nope. We're gonna stop at you trying to open a drawer.
Okay, so you got 12, and then are you trying to be sneaky about it?
No.
Okay, gotcha. So then, yeah, when you open up a drawer, there are definitely like drawers. You could definitely see like an apothecary style like drawer system, like little small tiny ones. Not very well crafted, but you can definitely see that she had a lot of. You'd probably notice them as like magical. I want to say the word ingredients. I know that's not the
Alchemical.
yeah, but
I don't think he's gonna get the drawer fully open.
Yeah,
So-
but yeah, as you open it, well, it's not like you're like the Flash and you can just fucking just
No.
and
True.
stop him.
True.
But
All right. Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, you see him starting to snoop around.
Cade, does that belong to you?
Does it belong to you?
No.
I'm
it
not
does
taking anything yet, but I did say I'd try to save her, and I'm looking for anything that can help.
She is now 6 foot under the earth. I
We
do
had a
not
whole
think
discussion
he's-
about how we're going to kill Mammon and then
Yeah.
free her.
I just need to make sure you remember, cause that her soul does go to Mammon, and that yeah. So
No, I remember
Okay.
that.
okay, perfect.
Do you
That's all.
think that the solution to saving her soul from Memond was in her drawer and she did not use it?
I'm not saying that's going to save her immediately, but anything that can help us along that road is going to be useful.
We can
Leaving
find,
resources behind is not a good idea.
We can find other resources. Leave this one be, please.
Can I get a perception? Who's inside? Who's outside?
I would have followed Cade, so I'd be inside.
Okay, Tipley.
I guess
Are
sort
you
of just like
rain
in
bathing
threshold.
or
Just outside the door, kind of looking in, kind of just soaking everything up.
okay? Can I get a perception check from everyone? Cade, if you want to be sound based, you
No,
actually
I'm not
nope,
going for
you're-
sound.
Okay.
It's a 20.
Also a 20.
Oh my god! Look at these guys! Look at these rolls.
Tipley's
doesn't-
distracted by the awesomeness of the rain. It's been a long time.
He's like, it's
Staring
not
up with his
so
mouth
Jay.
open. It's
Hey, no.
clean.
Tipley doesn't give a shit if it's sled. It's only you people.
From the trail, you guys start to notice a young girl walking up the trail toward.
Fuck.
Magnus is basically staring daggers at Cade until he closes the drawer, if he chooses to do so.
Are there any books around?
I'm not sure if you'd
Books,
call them
journals.
books, but there's it wouldn't be like professionally bound or anything. But what was your role for investigation?
12.
12? Yeah, no, you might find like some tattered old pieces of paper that were kind of written on, but nothing of like a
Alright, no, yeah. Okay, just leaves it be.
Magnus will just nod and go, thank you.
Hmm.
And then walk back outside towards this little girl.
Okay, so yeah, you walk past Tipley. Is everyone walking out, or are you guys hiding? What would you all like to do?
Does anybody point out the little girl to Tipley? Because he's kind of distracted at the moment.
Magnus didn't. He's just walking.
Kate will nudge him and just gesture. He's gonna watch from the doorway.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be the same sort of area, just like watching, but still probably like inside the hut.
Okay, so just Magnus comes out.
Apparently.
Okay. Yeah, so you are greeted by a young girl. She's probably around the age of, let's go, 14. And long black hair. You can see that she has a basket that she was carrying. It looks like there's flowers, plants, maybe some, maybe Magnus wouldn't know, but like apothecary type stuff to make potions or anything like that. And you see her coming right up the trail. Do you keep walking towards her? Do you wait for her to get to the hut?
Does she have any sort of like covering from like protection from the rain?
No, she's kind of holding the basket like above her head to protect her.
I'll keep walking towards her, and I'm gonna pull out my discus, and
Your umbrella.
I mean that's the best I got.
Yeah.
I have a bronze discus. That's the best I got. So,
yeah.
but I'll keep walking towards her, and then just hail.
Hi. I'm just here to see the witch.
He'll kind of like hold the discus over her head and like kneel down in front of her. I'm sorry, child, but she has passed.
Oh. And she'll kind of start eyeing you strangely, as you are definitely a weird creature for this area. And how'd she die?
I had to kill her.
She'll start taking a couple of steps back. And she'll just turn and start running down the trail.
Magnus won't chase or do anything about that.
Gotcha.
We should probably leave.
Okay.
Kate says the tail. And Tip Leaf, he's still in the room.
You mean chicane, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, do you guys keep calling her something else?
It's chicane, yeah. I'm sorry, Bard Tieflings.
Yeah, you're fine. I basically just remade tail slightly different. Can we hear this
No.
exchange? Okay.
Can Cade hear this?
Doesn't Cade only get super hearing in?
No, I get super hearing in all forms. I don't
Okay,
get blind
okay.
sight.
You can hear the girl kind of scream as she runs down the road, and the rest of you can hear down the trail. Yeah, you don't hear why.
Cade can guess why.
I mean, you could assume a lot of things. Maybe it's that she's racist and he's a giant kitty creature in armor. Who knows? Maybe it's because he has a diseased eye and she's super well versed in religion and understands that he's corrupted by talent.
Cade deduces that the cat is not subtle.
I just yell
Fair
out.
deduction.
I just yell out Magnus, like, to get his attention. Hopefully, have him come back and talk to us.
We kind of like slowly stand back up, and like you see him tuck the discus back into his adventurer's pack and walk back to the door.
As a part animal humanoid, do you know the trick to like get water off of you super well, like a dog?
I mean, I assume anyone with fur knows how to do that.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's not trying yet, but
Yeah.
I would assume he would know.
He's also wearing head to toe armor, so
But
He never wears a helmet.
Yeah, he doesn't wear a helmet, so his mane is out. But anyways, yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'm going to ask him, what did that young woman want?
She wanted the dead bitch, and I told her she passed.
You told her the witch is dead. That's not good.
Ding
The
dong.
witch is dead.
Yes, she is,
The
but
wicked old
the
witch.
reason everyone wants this area is because of her, or assuming whatever magic is here. If that starts spreading, then we might lose either of our allies.
How much of my soul does this party require?
I ignore him.
I
I
must
start
lie
running after
yet
Daryl.
again. I will not lie. And I told the girl that I killed the woman. That is why she is, I assume, running.
Yeah, like I said, I ignore him to start running after the girl.
Okay, give me athletics check.
I'll chase.
Or you
Are you trying
when
to stop
say-
her?
Yeah, are you stopping Chicane? Is that for your chase, or what's your chase?
I am keeping up with Chicane. I will not put hands or touch her
11.
in any way.
Okay. Yeah, you give me an athletics check. Keep up. What are the rest of you doing? As you see Jester and Cat run out the hut.
Exasperated sigh following with them.
Tipley's actually going to sigh at this point.
It's like, oh Jesus, fuck.
Tipley's like, we have to murder that little girl.
That is literally what Magnus is scared of. Is
I'm
you're
not
gonna kill
gonna
the
fucking
girl.
kill a little girl.
He is now corrupted and has no idea where up is. So you just told the paladin to lie. Like, I don't know.
We didn't say lied, but you just kind of spread
Admitting the
information
truth
that we
is
needed.
lying. A paladin admitting the truth.
You didn't even
omitting
ask her to
the
keep it a secret. You just scared her off.
Man, I couldn't ask her anything.
Cade, can I get a? Are you running also, Cade and Tipley? If
I'm
you
keeping
are,
up
I'm
with
walking.
I'm keeping up with chicane.
Okay. Give me a athletics check. Chicane, do you have 0 in athletics?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a halfling.
I've got
Still-
6 in acrobatics, but I'm not trying to climb a tree right
So-
now.
I'm just. Am I walking and just
You're
keeping up with
walking
Cade?
and keeping up with Cade.
Is he just
Chicane-
jazzercising next to me, kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, it's like from the rain and the mud, so he's acting like he's going really quickly. Kind of the
The
same.
moment it becomes a slog, Cade's just gonna start walking.
as if that's what you wanted to do the whole time. And then
Yeah, exactly.
Chicane
Tipley's
with
just
you-
catching rain in his flask.
Yeah, Chicane, as you are running, you're also slipping quite a bit, and the girl definitely seems to be pulling away from you, and your Leonin buddy is right there by you.
I'm gonna keep trying, like even if I am slipping and falling in the mud. And then I will yell out, "Little girl, please wait!"
For an 18, can I catch the girl?
Yeah, you 19. You could
Oh,
probably catch
That's a
the girl.
very curious wording.
Yeah. You
Sorry,
catch
with
up
a 19, can I
Wait,
catch
is this
Yeah.
the whole meta thing about how you're going to cause an Amber Alert?
to- Yeah, we're just going full Amber Alert here, guys. I'm gonna push you to the limit of the Amber Alert going off.
Magnus understand after he hears Chicane call out for the little girl, he's basically gonna just pick up pace, sounding like hundreds of pans falling down stairs the whole time in full plate armor, just like take off and grab the girl.
Yeah, you even drop down to all fours and somehow do like that kitty run.
Hell
and you
yeah.
you could catch up to her pretty quickly. Do you want to just cut her off? Do you just want to go past her and then stop on the trail to stop her?
I'll try cutting her off. If she doesn't stop, I'll
Okay.
grab her.
Yeah, the sound of you running after her and you just saying that you killed the witch, she lets out a couple of screams and then you
fuck.
cut in front of her and she kind of like stops in her tracks. Please don't kill me.
He's gonna look past her at this point, back towards Chicane. You have to talk to her. I will do nothing if you do not run.
And she turns and then Chicane, you get up.
Cade will give a
to
small
her.
wave.
Okay, so as I finally like get up close, I'll put out my hands in the very like kind of peace. It's okay. It's okay. Hi. Listen. We're not gonna hurt you. We just needed to talk.
Magnus is staying in melee range, like behind this girl. Not to the girl, to Chicane.
Chicane, can I get a? Fuck, dude, I think I need to actually pull up a character sheet skills.
Persuasion.
No, persuasion isn't what I want right here. What's the
What's the-
one where you can read people?
Insight.
Insight.
Insight. Can I get an insight check from you, Chicane?
Sure.
Jinx. Graham.
Mine's -1.
Ooh.
14.
Fight me about it.
14. When you get close and you come more into her vision, you see like a you recognize a look pop onto her.
She works for free.
Does she say anything else, or is she just kind of like
No,
stuttering?
she doesn't say anything. She's
Okay.
just she's kind of frightened.
Hi, what's your name?
Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Fuck you, Jared. Fuck you.
Sorry.
You do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name's Chicane. Listen, what my friend here told you is true. The witch has passed. The thing is, we are actually trying to save her and a lot of other people.
What? I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
How could killing her save her?
It's very complicated, but she had something that was kind of keeping her trapped, and by killing her, it released her soul, but we can get it back. The thing is, we have a number of things we need to do in the
Released her
meantime.
soul to. Why would you want her soul? It's gone.
Behind you, you do hear Magnus go, "I did not want to."
Okay.
You understand how strange and complicated magic can be, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a very complicated situation. This is unfortunately the way we had to take care of it. The thing is, though, if anyone else finds out that she's not here right now, it can ruin our chances of saving her and, like I said, many other people.
Okay. Who are you? Who are these many people you're saving?
We're working to save the people of Gravas and basically the rest of this area. You understand how dangerous Killian can be and the things that have happened in our recent past.
Can I get insight checks from everyone? I would also say Cade and Tipley, just from walking in this conversation, you guys are caught up and probably standing behind Chicane. Magnus, if you're if the girl's back is towards you, because you're blocking her path, so you're behind her, right?
Yeah, I'm basically standing behind her, but in
Yeah.
opposition to Chicane, not the girl.
Right. Cade, you can definitely tell that when she says that she's trying to save the people of Gravas, that a different look kind of hits her face of almost disgust. And you could probably put together from her features that she is a Bastion girl. So, yeah. That is all.
Kate's just rubbing his forehead.
Does she respond to me at all?
What was the last statement was pretty much that you're saving these people, and she kind of just nods at you and she goes, "Oh, all right."
The last one was that she wanted to get rid of Killian.
I said you know how dangerous he can be and what he's done in the past.
Yeah. Am I free to go now?
Yes, you are free to go. We're not trying to hold you against your will. We're not going to hurt you. I just need to ask you if you can keep this to yourself, or else many, many people might get hurt.
Let's see. Let's see if she can keep. You see her look at you, and then her eyes kind of like directly dart to Cade, and then back to you, Chicane, and she's like, yeah, yeah, of course, I can keep this a secret. I won't tell anyone that I saw you guys. Yeah, of course. And from your earlier, all of you actually hit it. Just from the sound of her voice, you can tell that she's probably not telling the truth.
Magnus looks at Cade. Fix this. It's worse now. If the witch was the only thing,
All right, give me a
stopping them,
second.
it would have been done.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna let the girl leave.
Cade's gonna pull out a piece of paper, draw the fanciest looking magical diagram he can, and walk over to her. I'm gonna cast a spell on you. It'll keep you from telling the truth. If you tell, well, just don't tell. And then Cade's gonna magic flourish, burn the paper, hocus pocus, yada yada.
What did you do to me?
As long as you keep this secret, nothing. Look, we're trying to keep a lot of people from dying, not just Gravas, Bastion too. Just keep it secret, nothing bad will happen.
Okay.
Can I perception that and see if that was a lie or something real?
Her?
No, Cade.
Yeah,
Typically,
go for
everyone
it.
believes it.
Yeah.
18.
I should probably roll deception.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
roll deception.
If it was deception, probably.
9.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but yeah, you do it. And
I feel like she didn't
Yes.
understand that.
right.
Okay.
No, I perceptioned
Yeah.
Cade if that was a real spell.
Can I go now?
Are you gonna tell the truth or keep it secret?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna. Yeah, of course I'm gonna. I won't tell anyone that I saw you guys or that you killed the witch or anything. And then she looks.
Insight?
Her eyes are roll insight. Her eyes are darting at you and Chicane again. Yeah, you
17.
told- Yeah, she's lying.
She didn't believe the magic.
Did I perceive that Cade was also making up bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
for sure.
bullshitting.
Yeah. So
Cade.
just so that because it's been a while.
Told me to fix it.
Chicane is a very popular figure now in Bastion as being one of the biggest traitors to the king at this point. Cade is also less so, but is probably.
I don't think the
now-
king ever saw me.
No, but they know of the group that is fucking running around because of his ties to the Mammon and all that stuff. So it's
I'd
not
like to
it
point out
relates
that
much.
Tipley doesn't leave witnesses, so no one has seen Tipley.
Right, I was gonna say Tipley, you're fine. Magnus, you're fine.
Well, you're on the
but
map now, Frogman.
Yeah, as far that's true. Cade and Chicane, on the other hand, this
I
girl's
said
probably
no witnesses.
so yeah, you can tell that she's lying when she's telling you she's not going to tell anyone.
Magnus just looks back at Cade. Fix it for real, or I will.
Is Magnus threatening to kill her?
You can't. I mean, are you asking that in person?
I am saying the insinuation is that basically the insinuation is she can't just go. Like, that's not an option here. But also, he's not threatening to kill her. He's hoping you can literally, like, magic erase her memory or something.
That's not for quite a few levels. Sorry, Chief. All right, we can lock her up for a day. It'll give us enough time to at least do some stuff.
You'll see her start to run sideways.
Grab her.
So now, not
Give me a
in
wisdom
the-
save from the girl.
Oh, from the girl. All right. I mean, she's a teenager. She gets a
She
crit
is
fail,
now
but-
a mouse.
She's a mouse. Okay.
Kate will lean down and grab her before she can scurry off. Being
yeah,
careful not to hurt her.
okay, give me an athletics check if you're gonna try and catch this.
Not
mouse.
acrobatics or dexterity.
I was
Whatever you
already
want.
trying to grab
You can do
the
sleight of
girl.
hand.
Can I still try to grab the now mouse, apparently?
Yes, you both can.
20.
20? Yeah,
Never mind.
Natural 20.
a natural 20. And Yeah, the natural 20. I'm assuming Kaz won't roll a natural 20, so you fucking.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
So yeah, you grab this now, mouse person. Can you read that spell for me?
Polymorph. I turn a creature into a stat block. If it loses its hit points, it goes back to normal form. Lasts 1 hour.
Okay. Perfect.
It's a lot longer if you'd like me to read the whole thing.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Is there any other? There's no other information I really need. 1 hour.
No.
That's pretty much.
1 hour. If we injure the mouse anyway, because it's only going to have a hit point, she
Right.
turns back into her.
Yeah. Does she have attacks on that stat block? Does she have a bite?
She's a mouse. Do you want me to find a small creature stat block instead of a mouse?
No,
I can find
no.
one. It's not hard.
Okay. No, it's fine. I got you. I just need to know if she has attacks that she could bite your hand if you're trying to hold.
Anything with teeth can bite.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Cade will just kind of suck it up.
Okay. Perfect. Anyways, yeah, please play further. Do whatever you guys want to do now.
Alright, I can make a tower. We can block the door so she can't leave for a day. And then for 24 hours. And then we probably need to move fast, so I don't know if the lady friend plan's gonna pan out. But we're gonna have to hurry fast. Or we can fly her very far away, but that's not exactly the safest option.
I am just like rubbing my temples.
We did just go full Amber Alert.
It's all full circle. I blame Koznerk. This wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been a stupid cat person.
This wouldn't have happened if I didn't have to murder that fucking woman that
You
wanted me
chose
murder.
to.
No,
We gave you we said your choice.
you did not. You very heavily leaned on the "this has to be done" button.
Cade, what's your
So?
AC?
I think I cast whatever. Let's
No.
just go with the default.
Yeah, let's go.
14.
14. You feel a sharp pain in your hand as
Cade was expecting it.
Amber... Great. You take 1 point of damage.
This would be a contested grapple if she's trying to break free.
She's not. She's biting you.
All right, I take a point of damage.
Yep, you take 1 point.
Was that like a scene in a movie where like they put rats in a bucket and they'll eat through you? Like they'll eat
yeah.
through lead pipes or something?
Yeah.
If you try to trap them?
Well, they'll. I think you might be thinking of Game of Thrones, where they put the bucket on top of the person and then start to heat up the bucket, so the rat tries to escape and it eats.
That's an
person
actual
because it's
torture
softer.
method.
Was that Game
Yeah.
of Thrones or something
Yeah,
else?
They
Game
did
of-
it in
Game
Game
of
of
Thrones
Thrones.
did
It's
it.
an actual torture method.
I remember it happening in like a fucking nightclub in some movie. But anyway,
It's been done. It's a pretty
Yeah.
pretty brutal
Yeah.
form of torture. It's gonna appear in
anyway,
cinema.
Kate's about to lose a whole hand, so
I shake the mouse.
Oh, jeez.
oh great! If it takes 1 point of damage, it turns back.
So to be fair, damage I think can carry over. So if I did cast Fireball,
And I'm the murder kitten. Okay,
you're the one who made me do this.
I
Alright.
said fix it. Yeah, I'm
Alright,
not the one who
alright,
said
hold on,
tell
hold
her
on,
all
hold on.
her plans.
Does anyone need a break? Does anyone need to go take a
Yeah,
little break?
I
See
could use a
okay,
little break now.
go take a
Breaky pill.
break, and then we can hop back into your guys' now Amber Alert Mouse Ratatouille
Jesus.
situation.
Well, I know what the episode title is. Jesus. Alright, I'll be back
I
in a few.
don't want an
for
episode called Amber Alert. Like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're gonna have to kidnap this girl. They can't just let her run to town.
I was massively struggling if I wanted to try and do like a deception threat, because I have really high deception. I probably would have succeeded, but I was like, Chicane doesn't really want to threaten a girl with like, I'll kill you if you tell anyone.
Yeah, now fucking Magnus has to do it instead.
Plus the reward that her or her family would get for turning in information on the fucking rebel helper outers. Like, come on, it's gonna fucking. It would have to be a pretty big threat. to
I think the
fucking-
witch is dead was all this girl needed, and I don't think that
Also,
would have.
too, you murdered her potential friend, someone that she was
Well, no,
bringing
no,
like.
that's fine. But you can tell
ingredients to-
everyone if murdering the old woman was the only thing that was stopping that crystal, everyone else would have already done it.
Chicane was thinking this girl going to see the witch that Chicane, living in this area, had never heard of before, was more of like an outsider than an actual Bastion girl.
Oh
I thought she was just like some girl who lived in a hut nearby.
no. All right, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Ooh, Hey, do you guys remember when you murdered that teenage girl to keep a secret?
Do you remember when you made me into fucking 2020, you bastard?
I was just saying, like,
Kate's not gonna let this girl die. It's not happening.
I'm saying, but Magnus now working for Talos is the exact opposite of what his character was supposed to be.
I know. That's what makes it so
180.
good. That's why I didn't want to roll it. I was like, if I do this roll and it turns out bad, then it, that I don't want that. Like, I want him to fucking make his destiny.
I want him to ruin his own life to save an old woman that I was told to kill by a bunch of fucking ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah, you guys could have just bought Killian at
I
full
love how you were like, oh, you had a choice, except
You
you
did.
leaned real heavy on that you didn't.
Not a real. I mean, you had a choice, but not like a real.
No.
It was
So
a choice
actually,
with only
you're
one.
playing for all of this, you
Correct.
motherfucker.
Yeah, all of your characters could just have died.
Florian
That
at least
was-
got
that's a
right?
choice.
He was like octopus, god of evil,
Oh, yeah.
god of good stuff, god of lavender. Fucking god of lavender would have been cool.
How
No,
great would it have been
literally,
if he's
I
got like just some derpy little
god of
forest
corn.
god.
That would have
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah.
But no,
Tom.
I get
No,
the
no,
destroyer.
don't bring corn into this. That'd be a very bad game.
The destroyer. His literal title, the destroyer.
Corn would be
Great.
worse than the destroyer.
I would much. I feel like Magnus could square up with, I gotta plant some corn now. That's fine.
No, I'm talking about the Warhammer 40k god.
Whoa, I didn't know that
Yeah,
was a thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like really bad.
What's the god of murder? Isn't there like a specific god of murder?
Or like a Dark Brotherhood god.
Yeah, isn't there one in like D&D?
I'm sure there is.
Like an ultra chaotic, not normal chaotic evil, like literal like kill everyone at any chance you get kind of god. Or is that Talos? Is that Talos?
No. Okay, so there is no Baal, god of murder.
God of death.
I mean, it says right here in D&D's own 5e, Baal, god of murder.
Oh,
System.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that
I'm
would've been great.
I'm literally one off from the god of murder. Actually, you know what? It's worse. He's not even like kill everyone. He's like kill everyone and break their house at the same time.
He really also enjoys like sacrificing things through lightning. He's a pretty dope
Storms,
dude.
forest fires, earthquakes, tornadoes, destruction. 20 fucking 20.
Yeah, would have been. You
Where's
could
the
have.
plague?
Where's you could have gotten the goddess of trade.
I would have loved it if you got the halfling goddess of agriculture and fertility.
Yeah. Goddess of the moon. You know you could have had
The moon would have been cool. I'd worship the moon.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go Sokka on this. Let's go. We're fine.
What's up with Char and giving evil gods to our paladin? You got Umbra, you got fucking...
That's what I said.
Like, why didn't he just choose a god that isn't, like, you know, a complete and total bitch?
I didn't choose this god, so it's not on
be
me.
fair, he
It's on
did.
the dice. Yeah.
And
It's
also,
on you for making him roll, and we know how his rolls go.
No. Also, to be fair, I didn't even try, though. I actually never tried any specific god because Magnus would never do that because he doesn't like the gods. He would have never picked one. He said, whoever comes to me
You should've
first
gone
and
with the
gives me this
Traveler.
power, I will
I
answer.
was actually hoping
That
for
would have
that.
been nice. Well, the Traveler should have answered sooner. Or one of you should have, like, dispelled the hut so I could just take her outside and bury her.
I hope Tipley takes some kind of blame for this because he could have just had no answer at all and gotten connected to 0 gods, but Tipley came and was like, no, you're doing it wrong. This is how you pray, and you shot a beam straight to.
It would have been funny if it was Tom.
Gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
You
I
told
think
him
it's
all
funny
about
Tom's
Tom.
great.
Well, apparently
What
he's
is
a bit of
Tom
an
the god
asshole.
of?
Tom's not a
Tom's
god.
not even God. He's just
No.
a cool dude.
They
He-
believe in
he-
hero worship.
Yeah,
Literally, my original class was a paladin of heroics. So that
It's
worked.
basically just we think one dude's really cool. We sing songs about him, dance around
Is
fires.
that what
That's
happened
it.
to
He's not
my
a god.
my character in the super serious, not silly campaign?
I know, I like how this one turned darker than the original, actual, super serious dark one. We're about to murder a child, and the other one
We're
we
not
had-
murdering a child.
Well, you
Well,
say that, but
Tipley might. You don't know.
I might. We have time. There's still time.
Cade
We're
will
not
kill
done.
the cat.
We can try. Let's go.
You're forgetting Chipley's right here.
Oh, that pizza looks so good.
I
Is that
wonder
pizza?
what typically stop that
Oh.
fight, though. Maybe he would wait until it got bad and then be like, "All right, we're done."
All right. Instead of talking
You wanna
about
find
what
out?
ifs, let's just get into it. So yeah,
We
you
know
guys
your
are
rolls
standing-
code is narc. Tipley would whoop his ass.
You guys are standing in the rain. Cade now has the mouse girl Amber in his hand and feels a sharp pinch. What would you guys like to do?
Do I take another hit point of damage?
No, I'm just starting at that point. You guys haven't done it. It's the same original first time.
That girl will tell, and then they will be better prepared. Any plan you thought you could make is ruined now.
That's why I say we fly her off some distance, lock her away for a day, and then work fast. You wanted to go to Bastion right away anyways.
I said to Bastion. I did not say on a timer that if we do not reach, we have to murder a child.
Oh, we're not killing her.
No, just everyone else in Gravas instead, for one kid.
No, that's why we're gonna kill the king.
Well, then stop talking. He's gonna start walking. Probably the wrong direction.
I'm gonna sigh and shrug and say, unfortunately, he's right. Let's get heading to Bastion.
Alright, well, we need to lock her up first. At least give us some time to rest, get ready.
Why don't we? If you're going to do your tower, why can't you just put it next to the witch's hut?
I was thinking maybe in the forest so no one wanders along and sees her. Sees a magic tower and starts knocking like that happened
Well-
before.
Well, I mean, the thing is just to delay her, right? We're not trying to get her lost so she never gets her way home.
Yeah, I'm not saying have her lost. We can give her the right direction.
Could use rest as well. I agree. Why not make his magic house keep the girl with us, and then we can decide in the morning. We see you
Stop
rolling.
trying to bite me, you little.
Yeah, it's the mouse just biting his hand. She doesn't puncture the skin this time.
I'll offer my hands out. I promise I will do no harm.
Okay.
I'll take
the hand over the
I'll
mouse.
take
It's
Suddenly
cat
Magnus
mouse
hears
now!
inside his head, do harm.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, if I get hit by lightning, I'm wearing all metal. This shit's getting electrocuted. So
No, it's a Faraday cage. It'd go around you.
Chipley
it'll
can't tell.
find ground, but I feel like God lightning's different than normal lightning.
What were you rolling for, Tipley? Oh, nope.
Can't hear you,
talk,
Chief.
Talk that button. Hit that talkie talk. Yeah. Oh,
He was rolling for insight.
okay.
By the way, this mouse has to beat 22 to hurt me. So
Ooh. All right. Well, that's impossible. She rolls a 20. So.
I can get you a stat block if you'd like.
Can he
Char.
beat 22?
I have a stat block on for rats. I'm looking at
Okay,
it.
it's
Okay.
Yeah.
I said a
Yeah.
mouse, not a rat.
I know, but I'm not even sure if there is one, and it's still the same shit. It's just 0 to attack and 1 damage. So I don't think we could go any lighter than.
what I was saying. Does a nat 20 beat an armor class of 22?
I think.
Yeah.
I
Nat
think
20s
it'd be an
always hit.
automatic success.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's always a chance. You got a puncher's chance. So always got.
Well, I mean, let's see. I want this mouse to break through plate mail armor. I'm rooting for the mouse now.
All right. So where are we setting up our house?
Is there a forest nearby?
Yo, yeah. Sure. You're like in the northern region above Gravas. Or sorry, not Gravas, Bastion. So you're like getting towards the Elvish area of like the woods and all.
All right, Cade will lead the direction for 30 minutes, cast his magic tower, making it have no windows,
Okay.
and then we deposit
Make a
the
murder
mouse.
van.
Okay.
No, we all. I did agree. I did say that I needed rest too. So I said we should all just with the girl, just everyone go to bed in the tower together.
Yeah, we'll put her upstairs. We'll sleep downstairs.
That's
Someone should probably sleep in the same room just in case. But like,
I mean, Magnus will sleep by the door. He doesn't care, but he's not gonna do that to her. Poor girl's been through enough shit today. I don't think she needs one of us, like, literally in the
does
room
anybody have
going-
rope?
Magnus wouldn't allow that.
Yeah, no, it was a joke.
There's no windows, like you already said, so
All right,
there's
so
just one. He'll sleep on the stairs.
just so I get it straight, we are creating a hut with no windows.
No
We're
windows.
Keeping
And a sturdy door.
and a sturdy door. We're keeping her up on the second floor, while you guys stay on the first floor.
Magnus will sleep on the stairs.
And Magnus will.
There's no
sleep on
stairs.
the
It's
stairs.
literally just a trap door.
Oh, Magnus will sleep under the trapdoor. There's a trapdoor. You put a
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
doesn't have.
stairs.
No, it's always had a trap door.
with
It's
like
your
a
magic
ladder or
hut.
something, right?
I'm not gonna hut
Yeah.
shame you or
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's not a hut. It's a fancy tower.
So you.
It's not that
So
fancy. It
fancy,
doesn't have
yeah.
stairs.
It's a wizard tower. I don't need stairs.
There's no stairs. There's like
Stairs
there-
are for
there's
the
stairs everywhere.
stairs are for the magically uninitiated.
So you create this hut. You put Mouse Girl
Tower.
Tower. You put Mouse Girl upstairs. You guys are downstairs. Is there anything you guys would like to do for this rest? Are you guys going long rest or short rest?
Long rest.
Long
Long
rest.
rest.
Magnus will wait. Actually, Magnus will ask Cade how long until she turns back.
25 minutes from now.
Yeah.
I was trying to role play for you, Mister.
Okay. All right. I
Actually,
just
like
wanted to
20
make
minutes.
sure-
Actually, Char, like 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes, sure. I just wanted to give the answer before he.
I said 30 minutes into the forest.
I know.
10
I
minutes
just
to
wanted-
cast the spell.
Yep.
I will wait.
Sorry,
with-
11.
I didn't know it was 10 minutes to cast a spell, so you're good. You're good.
I'll look. I'll look basically around the room. I will wait with the girl and explain.
Okay.
Maybe have Chicane do
I
some of
will
that.
not. Chicane has done enough. I'm just gonna look over. I will explain honestly what is happening. This is not a time for coating things in sweets.
Dible's gonna go outside, climb up on the roof.
Yeah, Kate will set up a watch pattern.
Again, I'll look over and I promise that I will do no harm. I promised already, and I give you my word again.
I say nothing and I just distance myself from Magnus.
Cade will set up a watch pattern between all the grumpy grumps,
Okay.
and then go to sleep, I guess.
Okay.
He'll also
Anyone-
explain that in 24 hours from the point when he casts the spell, everything will be safely deposited outside of the tower.
Magnus will basically wait for the girl to turn back and just explain to her, you're lying. You're going to tell that we can't have that happen, so you're stuck here for a day.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything? I know Tipley's up there soaking. Chicane?
I'm just getting some rest.
Okay. All right. She turns back into a human girl, Amber. And you start to just hear her screaming for help upstairs.
I let her scream. I do nothing.
Okay.
I'm sitting on the hatch, I guess, that is apparently in the floor. What's your tower without stairs? Dumbest shit I've ever heard, but whatever.
There is a bed upstairs. It is like a furnished bed.
No, I'm saying, but I'm basically letting her scream, run. He's just sitting on the hatch, sitting down, yoga pose, just waiting. If she hits him, he will not react. If she kills herself in this room with me, you literally could just kick me out of this game. Okay?
No, it's that's not what I was rolling. Tipley, can I get a perception check from you, bud?
Cade's gonna try to turn into a hybrid again, by the way.
Okay, go for it. 22. 16's high enough, right? Tipley, you hear obviously the girl starting to scream inside through. It comes through kind of muffled, but the sound of it still leaving the hut, probably disturbing you maybe a little bit. I don't know if that's something Tipley would hate, but this girl's just screaming for help. And then you hear from down below, you hear is everything all right over there?
Tipley's gonna sort of peer over the roof. I assume it's coming from the ground level.
Yeah.
And what does he see?
He sees a kind of burly trapper-esque looking man. You would probably think of him as just a woodsman. Spends all of his time out in the woods just surviving, traveling around, hunting and killing.
You can't let us have one thing, Char. You have to make everything difficult.
It's a fucking one, bud. I'm sorry.
You never roll in our favor.
I try.
Oh, Magnus, don't kill the girl. Instead, we kill this man and the rest of Bastion. That's so much better.
Yeah. Get with the program. Assimilate, dude.
I'm sure all of the Bastion people
Yeah.
with young children would disagree with you.
Talk your way out of this one, Tipley.
Oh, jeez.
Does Cade hear this, by the way?
Over the sound of the screaming, it might be kind of hard. Yeah, because they're just
Super
give me a
bad.
roll. Yeah, give me a roll.
Tip is kind of just gonna like tree frog climb down the side of the building.
The guy's like, little girl, are you all right? And let's see if she even. Oh yeah, she hears him. She starts screaming that you guys. She's like, they kidnapped me. They chicane the king's jester's in here. And the guy starts backing up a little bit, looking at you, Tipley.
Does Kate hear this now?
Yeah, you probably hear that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Agnes promised he would do no harm, so he is just sitting on the door.
Tib was gonna try to take out one of his 2 bottles of liquor. He doesn't even bother reaching for which one is which. He's just take a sip. He's like,
look, it's a long story. Do you want to kind of like sit and just like hear me out a minute?
Give me a persuasion check on that.
what is my persuasion?
We have persuasion?
Not even a little.
Oh, okay.
Does the gift of booze give me advantage?
No,
Okay.
but look at you. You're fine.
I'm just going full like Puss in Boots style, like eyes swelling to the size of saucers.
Not even need it. This guy understands having a hard day. With you just being like, look, man, it's been rough. This guy sympathizes with you, and he's just like, oh, okay. he'll sit. He'll take the booze and he'll take a sip.
I gave him the one he got from the witch, so the one that was kind of semi benign.
Yeah,
just like a swig of that.
Like, look, my buddy's kid's kind of being a bit of a brat, and we're on a trip. It just, needed a timeout, and she's kind of having a rough time.
Okay. But the thing she said about chicane being in there, that's not true, right?
I don't even know what that is.
The king had a jester named Chicane. She ended up stealing and he pretty much runs through runs through the whole story.
Does he get the details right, or has it been like telephoned? Really
Where's the skip intro button?
For sure. Who knows what actually happened? The poor king got stabbed or something like that in the whole
that's
thing.
Terrible.
They sent like a robot creature in there who could breathe fire. But who knows where that guy's gone?
Sorry. This happened. This wasn't like a play.
I guess I don't know. I just hear stories from people coming out. I don't really go into Bastion.
That's a rude story.
So, you wouldn't mind me?
So just real quick, when she yells that Chicane's in here, I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay. You wouldn't mind me peeking my head in there and checking?
Kate's gonna tuck away his cloak. Stuff it in his bag.
I mean, let me go see the mood for just a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you to leave.
Kate will open the door.
Sure.
Like Tim was gonna be reaching for the door and it kind of just swings open, kind of thing.
What's happening? Kate was sitting with his ear pressed to this door.
Okay.
He just wants to make sure nothing hinky's going on. I told him, your kid was being kind of a brat and you put her in timeout.
You can still hear her screaming upstairs for help the whole
Can
time.
I hear any of the conversations happening underneath me? Now that they're
no, you wouldn't be able to hear. The only reason that Cade was able to hear him is because he has stupid double hearings.
Oh yeah, no. Did I hear any of the woodsmen's? I just basically hear screaming.
Yeah,
before you say my kid, by the way, keep in mind Kate is a bat monster right now.
Yeah, the guy
is Chicane visible?
I am inside, but I've used Disguise Self, and I just look like any old human lady.
I thought you were in halfling.
Dame Judi Dench is exactly what she looks like.
Sure.
Yeah.
The man takes one look at Cade and he goes, "What the fuck is it? What?"
I'm a bodyguard, okay?
Okay.
Hey! You didn't forget when you looked at me.
Yeah,
He's a poacher. He's seen some shit.
Yeah, you're a frog person thing. You're cute at that. This man is
Aw.
disgusting. Yeah.
You want a little sweet?
He's already. I'm not sure if he ever even gave you back the flask that you handed him the first time. And so he kind of peeks his head in. He sees a giant bat creature, frogman, and Chicane just standing
Normal
there.
human woman.
Normal human.
How do you do, fellow humans?
No horns here.
Nobody's telling jokes. No jests here.
Nope, I'm so boring.
Super serious.
Yeah, the guy kind of shrugs and he goes, "Teenagers, what can you do?" Right?
Yeah.
I know,
I'm
right?
so sorry to have bothered you.
No, it wasn't a bother. I was just walking around. Plus, I got a couple sips of hooch out of it. So, I guess
want to help you find your way back? Or
find my. No, I
I
just-
think he knows his way around.
yeah.
I'm trying to be nice.
Well, I appreciate, and he'll hand you the flask back. I'll be on my way. Good luck, I guess.
Insight.
I think this is the stupidest mess we've gotten ourselves into out of this entire game.
Yeah, roll insight. You're fine. You can roll.
9.
9. You're not sure what this dude's all about.
Can I roll insight or?
Of course, yeah. You're having a human interaction with someone. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this guy doesn't care. Whatever. Kids.
I know drunk people.
Yeah. Kids suck. This guy lives in the woods. Even if you had Chicane in here, who knows if he would even care? He would just be like, "Oh, nice. I now like that's cool." Like, and then he.
I got a story to tell.
Yeah. He'll
Oh,
go
now
back
I'm
to-
sad. I could have partied with some random woodsman.
Yeah, he would have gone out, shot a deer. He probably talks to the animals he kills because he doesn't have like a lot of like people that he comes into contact with. But yeah, and then
You willing to sell any of that meat?
You willing to buy it? Yeah. What do you want? And he'll.
What does he have? He's not carrying around a deer, is he?
Did he have a cart outside or?
Let's see what the man got. He rolled a 20. Oh, he's got like elk, like over his shoulder, just like already pre quartered. He's got it. How much you want?
Field dressed.
The field
Enough for like a meal or two.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You have a massive cat friend. He can probably put about like 2 pounds behind by himself.
Okay, so enough for a meal.
Okay. Yeah. How about a silver?
Kate will pat himself down. Fuck.
Typically a hand over silver.
Okay. Yeah, guy hands you more than enough for you guys to eat. Digs through his pack, chucks the rest over his back, and anything else I can do for you?
I think that's it. Have a good day, sir.
Ooh. And yeah, you see him just kind of whistling, fucking biting on that coin to make sure it's real, and he goes walking out.
Does this girl stop screaming yet?
No.
Eventually run out of energy. It happens in real life. I've seen
for
it.
sure, eventually, but only a few moments have actually really passed.
So how many kidnappings have you seen? Cosmark?
No, I just live with my family.
It's
I
a
know you
Jersey
can
thing.
get tired of screaming eventually.
It's a Jersey thing.
It's a Jersey thing. You wouldn't understand. Listen, we have more stamina than most, but even then, you still get tired eventually.
But yeah,
Right,
this
Kate will
probably-
make a stew.
Okay. Yeah, give me that food roll. But yeah, she probably screams for maybe 3 hours. And then eventually.
Has she tried interacting with Magnus at all at this point, or is she just running around the room screaming?
Oh, the murder kitten? No, she hasn't tried to interact with the murder kitten.
Not a murder kid.
23.
Oh, what a good fucking stew, bud. You peek your head outside. and
Oh,
you
sorry.
realize-
Take off 3 of that. So 20.
It's great. You find some fucking vegetables outside. You're rolling it. It's super great. But yeah, the girl stopped screaming. She's kind of just crying in one of the corners of the room, trying to stay as far away from you.
Kate will bring up enough food for Magnus and Amber.
You can't. He's sitting on the door. You can't.
Kate knocks.
Oh, yeah, if you knock on it, he'll open it and grab like 2 bowls of stew.
Yours is probably more of the pot.
Basically, yeah.
After they serve everyone else.
Pour everyone else's bowl, and you're like, "Here's
Yeah.
the pot."
Here you go.
Yeah.
He'll grab it and just kind of nod in like a thank you sort of way. Close the door again, and then take the bowl over towards the girl. Did we get utensils? Did you hand me utensils?
He's not gonna. It's a spoon. It's not something she can stab you with very well.
Why a spoon?
I mean, I don't care if she tries. He doesn't give a fuck. Whatever.
I'm so glad someone thought
probably
that.
have like several hundred attack rounds and not bother me.
Because it'll hurt more.
Never spit in the face of Dice Gods, Koznerk. Never do it.
Can it get worse for me? Is it possible? No.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely not.
Kin.
Anyway, he'll walk over to the girl. You must eat.
She kind of like hides her face from you as if like looking at you somehow gives you any kind of power, but she just kind of like cries facing into.
He'll put the bowl down next to her with the spoon, and he'll return back to his seat on the hatch.
Yep.
When you're tired, we may talk.
Okay.
He'll start eating his stew.
Yep.
Noting how very nice it is.
oh, this is good.
He used that.
Oh,
coach
fancy.
control.
No, peek him away.
Oh, wow. Cade made the shit out of this stew. This is fucking great. Poor girl's just crying up there. Anyways, so the rest of you can finally start getting some rest now that this girl is not screaming. And yeah, she kind of stays in that kind of seated, huddled position. You never see her start to like lay down to actually try and go to sleep. Probably too scared to try and just sleep in this room with
I'll
the
lay down and go
cat
to sleep.
murder. Okay.
Like I'll lay like flat on top of this trapdoor.
Right.
He will just lay and go to bed.
Tip was gonna sleep on the roof. Actually, is it
You
a
want
flat
stew?
roof or a planted? Yeah, like after he has stew, he'll go on the roof.
It's gotta get my eats.
All right, it's morning time. What would you
Long
guys
rest.
like to do?
Yay.
Long rest. You guys get that long rest.
All right, after everybody's outside, we'll barricade the door.
Before that happens, when I wake up, is the girl still? Is she falling asleep or what?
Gone full feral, sharpening a spoon against the wall.
Right, exactly. Like, what am I waking up to here?
Yeah, she's sleeping in like a curled up ball. You can see that she like kicked over the bowl and it's like spilt out onto the floor and she didn't.
Magnus will just stand up, walk over, and pat her on the shoulder gently.
Yeah, you see her kind of like freak out a little bit and try and like crawl away from you.
As she starts crawling, is going to lean down and go, "I need you to listen to me."
You see her kind of turn and just like look up at you when she gets a certain distance away from you.
Nod if you are listening.
You see her like slightly nod.
This place will stay for some time longer, and then it will go away and you will be free, okay? We will not harm you, we will not stop you, but you cannot leave yet. Do you understand this? If you tell anyone what you have saw about the witch, and especially about Chicane, I will find you, I will find your family, and I will find everybody, and I will kill all of them and everything surrounding them. Keep your mouth shut for your safety. I do not want to do this. Please do not make me. Can I do an intimidation roll?
Yeah, I was like, going to give me. Yep. Yeah.
I
With
wanted to say it
advantage?
first, so it flops. Now I just sound like a dipshit, so whatever.
Some sort of paper tiger.
23.
Oh yeah, you scared the shit out of this girl.
Would you like me to bring you some food before we leave?
No. She doesn't. You'd know. Yeah, you see her just kind of with your talk of killing her whole family. You do a pretty good job of. Seems unresponsive.
All right, I'll open the trap door and drop down.
How would you guys like to barricade this door?
I'll look at everyone and just go, I don't think that will be necessary.
We're still doing it.
Oh,
Take the risk.
question. If she's on the second floor, when this place goes,
She'll be safely deposited outside. That's how the magic works. I can
yeah,
copy
but,
and paste it in the chat if you'd like.
yeah, but what I mean is, does she kind of get proofed outside at the same height, or does she just like gently lay it upon the ground?
I'm imagining poofing, but like it says safely deposited outside. Appear safely outside on the ground is what it says. So let's go with poof.
Okay.
You getting that bug chair?
No, I was just trying to refocus the camera onto my exact location.
Alright, kid's gonna find some fairly sturdy green wood and use it to he'll jam it into the dirt because it's gonna be an outward facing opening door. I'll draw it.
Are you sure it's not an inward door?
I make the
every
tower.
Other door of all time.
I make the tower.
Okay, all right. Just
Remember, it's a wizard's tower. They don't obey the rules. They don't even have
They all
stairs.
still have stairs, so we know this place makes zero sense.
Like that. I kind of drew it. Poorly, but I drew it.
Where'd you draw it?
Roll
D20.
20, of course.
20, roll 20. Yeah.
It's so far down.
It's not my problem. Would you like me to draw it up here?
Is your scroll wheel
Yeah,
tired?
yeah. There we go. There we go.
My scroll wheel is actually broken.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Thank you, bud.
Alright. Alright, I guess we head to Bastion now.
Has anyone mentioned the fucking black eye?
No!
Oh no.
I'm not talking to Magnus right now.
I wasn't even aware that Tipley could see it
I'm
because the way
fucking
that you
upset
were
with
wording it.
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Is your eye okay, Magnus?
Oh, real quick, just as
Don't
extra,
force it in there, unnatural like.
just as extra insurance, I'm gonna like use minor illusion to make it sound like something really heavy was like dropped in front of the door.
Okay.
Continue.
So yeah, you guys do that. Do you guys start walking towards Bastion? Is that the
Did we
plan?
lose the magic carpet?
No,
No,
Cade would have
no.
collected it. Cade's not gonna leave that behind.
No, you guys always had it.
Yeah, Magnus will just kind of in whatever direction he thinks Bastion is,
Wrong way, bud.
turn around and walk that way instead.
So you're just gonna walk up to the gates. What are our plan here?
Okay, how far away are we? Cause we were here. Sorry.
Yeah, and you just
And we
said
went-
you walked 30 minutes north.
Yeah.
Not far. You're not far away. You get
Well, the gates of
Then-
Bastion are here, which is. I guess there's one here too. Yeah.
There's no northern gate.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's
even
two.
a trail that leads right up.
But how far away are we? Like an hour, 2 hours?
Oh, you're like half a day.
Okay, so 12 hours.
No, let's say like 6 hours.
Okay, so a quarter of a day.
Yeah. When I say a day, I meant like of sun.
Daytime, yeah.
Yeah, of daytime.
I'm just giving you shit, Char.
Oh yeah. So what's our plan, good boys and girls? What are we doing? Also, you could just take the carpet and get there in no time.
We can get
Oh,
closer. We don't have to necessarily fly all the way there. Because
No,
maybe
you do
that'll
not.
drop. Maybe that'll draw more attention.
oh, I forgot to roll my importance.
That sounds important.
Maybe. Depends on what he rolls.
I don't even know what that is.
An 18 and 11. I get to decide dice rolls that I see.
Okay.
So the one time Magnus rolls a nat 20.
I could. I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
So what's our all right? So we are what's up? Are we taking the flying carpet close to Bastion walls, and then we are
So we should probably find a way to get Killian at least away from the king long enough for us to steal his power. Party.
Does
People
anybody
at the-
know like how powerful he was before he got juiced?
Chicane?
I think I was too young for that.
you can
I
roll
was-
this.
Okay.
Can I roll a obscure history check?
Yeah, fuck it.
13.
Do that shit. Kane thinks he's always been a god.
Yeah, to actually answer, I'll say, well, the war happened when I was still fairly young. So I've only ever heard the stories of what he did during the war. I don't know exactly if he was how much he could technically do before whatever he got to
17.
destroy half the kingdom.
There wasn't much speak of Killian, none at all actually, until like no one's ever heard of him not being powerful. No one, like with the 17, you've never heard any stories of like him becoming stronger or
His
him
awkward teenage
training.
years.
Exactly. He's just, oh, that's Killian. He's a god now, kind of a thing.
So, okay, I mean, you want to distract him. How would we go about that?
Do I know how Killian responds to like city turmoil if it's big enough? Does he go personally? Does he send people? Does he sit in the castle all day long eating goat hoofs?
You guys know this personally because you've had this situation happen before when babysitting the
I was just gonna say
baby
he showed up
dragon.
with the green
He's-
mage.
Exactly.
But like, how big was that?
Big.
I just-
It's pretty
'cause
big.
it was a
person's
famous
house
fam-
disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just
It
kidnap a rich
disappeared
person's child as well?
in an explosion in the rich district of this. It was like someone dropped a mini
Okay.
nuke in the rich area of the fucking city.
So I could cause a big boom in the rich area of the city, and then we hightail it to the castle,
Yeah, but
go
we're
for the
not
king.
like trying to just kill random people, are we?
No, I don't have to hit people with it. I can make it in the air or something.
Oh, okay. Just had to be sure.
Oh,
It's been a
Of
weird
course.
couple of fucking days, man.
Kate will like side eye Magnus. Sure has.
Magnus is not responding to your snide bullshit. Also, I do need to know what class I am.
Oh, if you're Oathbreaker?
Yeah, Oathbreaker changes his stat block.
It changes a lot of. It changes my
So-
spell list, my abilities, everything.
You were never really praying to a god before, right?
But he was still a paladin, so
Right, you were still a
truth,
paladin.
justice,
So I guess
positive.
Right. In the book, it says that you get a lot of your power from, like you're saying, like justice. You haven't really done anything
Glory for me.
horribly
Mine is specifically
unjust or yeah,
Glory at the moment.
right. So yeah, you haven't exactly done anything that I think would be were besides killing that lady, but that wasn't you could make the
And threatening a child.
right and threatening a child, but you haven't murdered her family yet, so you're fine.
All right, we're on the scale then. So we're sliding, but we're not down yet. All right,
For
cool.
sure. We'll see how you do after this whole war.
Well, I'm gonna play it the right way. So if I'm serving the god of destruction, I assume eventually I will have to do something destructive.
Someone probably.
What happens if a paladin doesn't listen to their god? I guess that makes you an oathbreaker,
You lose
even
power.
if it's an evil.
You
You just lose all your.
Okay, so this is a problem with 5e. Paladin is not actually like tied to God so much as it is. It's just a stat block. So it'd be up to Char and you to work that out.
Correct.
Cool. So me not listening to Telos might have problems, but we'll cross that river some point. Maybe I'll find a good god. In the meantime, like I can save you.
Ooh, maybe.
That'd be cool.
If Char, ever lets a religion roll work.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyr will help you guys.
You know,
My
it was
religion
glorious.
worked great.
Yeah.
To be fair,
So did mine.
every one of Kin's religion rolls went very well. His god just
And
wasn't
he never
Tyr.
helped us.
You have a goddamn magic carpet that you use to
Yeah.
literally carpet bomb an army. What are you saying? He didn't help you?
You're also literally.
Cade could have done that without the carpet.
now. You're using it right now.
Cade can do that without the carpet. And
But
we're
I also
walking at
don't-
the moment.
Yeah. No, you're.
We're
I'm
still.
su- I'm putting this as you guys are on the carpet flying to the castle.
No, Cade wants to take a little time to kind of work it out on our way there.
Cade wants to talk about.
You guys can veto him.
Well,
I just don't
thought-
want to rush into this.
Yeah, I thought we were at least flying to get have some of that distance and then walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rather than just,
Yeah.
just fly straight there or walk straight there.
It's gonna take some time to do.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just needed to know, once you guys get close, what is your decision on actually getting into the castle? What are we doing?
Well, I'd say go at night, for sure.
Okay.
Does the king always sleep in his bedchambers, Chicane, or does he slum it about the castle?
Before I answer that, does Frank live in the castle?
Yeah, Frank lives in the castle.
He manages the harem department.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say permanent pimp just lives in the castle. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The HR
Um,
manager.
I was gonna say it's HR, except it's harem requirements.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah,
thinking something
that's
like
not
a
his
Regency.
only- He has other things he has to grab, guys. He has vices. He has to go grab drugs
Like
if
a
there's
dealer.
Oh,
yeah,
he's the
exactly.
VP, the vice
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Shark, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would assume that he has a bedchamber he stays in most nights, but then has somewhere else he can go with his ladies that are visiting.
Yeah. he
I'm
can't
thinking,
just
like-
be- Yeah, he has a wife, guys. He can't just.
Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna.
Bang.
He's not gonna
He
cheat
can't
on his
bang
wife in
puss
his own.
in the bed. That would make him a monster. He'd be worse than Mammon.
I was totally thinking like a Samuel L. Jackson from Django type character,
Ooh,
like the grumpy old butler that's pretending
oh,
to be
gotcha.
crippled.
purple.
No.
Okay, so I answer Cade about the fact that he has a bedchamber, but if he's going to be with someone else, he has a different bedroom he visits. Basically, that would be the bedroom for the girl, and he visits her there.
How often is Frank alone with the king? Like, alone?
I'm not sure. I mean, often.
He's the king's right hand man. I'm sure the king
Yeah.
doesn't have guards in the room every second Frank's around.
Right.
You could make yourself look like him. Yeah, deal with Frank. You go in, stab, stab, stab before the king can do anything.
Just hide those horns, and you're fine.
Disguise
Well,
self. It's a
This
wonderful
guy
spell.
I know,
as long
I
as
know, I
as
know.
long as he does not touch my horns or my tail or my hooves.
Or
Well, that's their
or-
secret handshake. They both pat each other on the head, and then they walk into the room.
You
They
would.
grab it,
or
Yeah, but as soon as he does that,
good.
you're just goring him on the horns.
That is
That's
the
right.
weirdest
Exactly.
hug I've ever heard of.
It's
or we could disguise you as Frank or me as Frank, and one of us can be the lady that he's procuring.
I can potentially do the lady. I was thinking that.
I
But
think the king was trying to do the lady.
yeah. But I was considering disguising myself first as one of the gossipy guards.
That could work, but I'm just trying to think about how we get the king alone long enough for me to perform said ritual.
Maybe. How much is left of Gravas after the battle? I know we didn't win in a
We
great
haven't
margin.
seen it.
We left.
No, I meant like how much is left of like the forces that were fighting, like the Valkyries. I know they're still alive. Like, how much do I know of the forces left?
Just a few hundred. Yeah, there's not a lot left.
Or we call the army that wants to take this city, and we break down the gates, and we kill the king.
I
Problem
think if
is-
they could have done that. They already would have. They got like 5 guys and like some pitchforks at this point. I mean,
And we now have 5 guys, and he's gonna look over a carpet.
The problem is that Killian is a literal firewall, keeping us from doing anything advantageous on, killing the king side of things.
We could try to sync it up so the army shows up as we take out the king and Killian, but we should probably let them know to start on their way here.
I think it is silly to rely on our plans that often do not work without at least a back line
Hey,
to
hey.
fall.
to be fair, you haven't been with us long enough to know that.
Yeah, I was wondering how many
you
plans
know-
Magnus has actually seen.
The one battle plan that you made that he thought went terribly, so.
Yeah, the one that fucking Mandris didn't listen to Cade.
And the part
I
where we
also
steal a magic
want-
crystal and that makes Mammon not a problem, which failed.
No, it's not to
Because
make
now
Mammon
he's-
not a problem. That's going to help with Mammon later. We're trying to make Killian not a problem right now.
Hey, so
Yeah, and again, in
also
Magnus's eyes, that was a failure.
the you guys, I'm not sure if you remember this. You did tell Tagoria and a bunch of the war maidens to kind of wait a little bit south so that you guys could talk about plans.
I forgot about
afterwards.
that.
So I just want to bring that to your guys' attention. If you do want to link up with them instead of going to the castle,
Yeah, I've totally forgot about that.
Totally
Sorry.
forgot about that. So yes, I would say, let's go and talk with
I
them.
knew about it. Tipley's dumb. I'm just putting that out there.
That's fine. No, if I had remembered, I would have said we're gonna go south of Bastion, talk with them, and then consider still doing my plan of sneaking to the king while he's, away and alone.
So Magnus was basically going, that's great, y'all plan all you want. Maybe we should have some reinforcements if we do have to break the gate down.
Yeah, so I totally forgot about the let Tygoria know thing. So yeah, Magnus is right on that part.
So let's say instead of heading south, you're more heading southeast. When you guys you also, I'm not sure if you guys remember that the main force of the army of Bastion is pretty much on the eastern front of that wall. So you kind of have to side skirt, make sure that you stay away from them. But yeah, you eventually keep on traveling, and you guys have an arrow. Are you guys above the tree line, below the tree line? How exactly are you guys flying this thing?
Well, how close are we to the troops? The enemy. Would they see us if we were above the tree line?
No.
Okay, then we are above the tree line probably.
Okay. At some point you see a spear come whizzing by you. Not close, not like it's a threat, but you do see it come from the trees like a spear, and
like a spear, of course.
Yeah, like a spear flying through the wind at you.
Oh.
When you look down, you can definitely see a war maiden standing on top of it, waving at you. Ooh, you guys, someone says down.
Kill her!
You fly down. You cast
Tipley
fireball.
paratroops off and he goes in.
Hey, let's not push Magnus right now. Let's maybe give the man a couple days.
Go full
you-
Assassin's Creed, dive down, get a kill, take no fall
Right.
damage.
If we were doing that, I would have desynced at this point from killing too many people.
No, it's part of the mission. You're allowed to kill civilians if it's part of the mission.
It's been a while.
You go down into the tree line, and you see all the war maidens are kind of standing there, and Tagoria starts running up. You're back much sooner than I was expecting. What any news? Did you find anything?
I think we know how to cancel out Killian's powers. The thing is, we might need an amulet that the king wears all the time. So we are trying to formulate a potential plan.
Okay. How are you canceling out his powers?
We found the source of them, and we have a way to get rid of them, but we just need a key or an amulet of some kind that the king has. We just need Killian away long enough for us to do that.
At great cost, we acquired said item.
I just can't believe that the rumors were true. That was some kind of hidden power source there. Okay, so we take out Killian, but first we need to get inside the castle to get you
within
Yes,
stabbing range of said monarch.
Yes, something along those lines. My ideas revolves around the women he has his right-hand man invite over for him.
Does he need to be dead for the amulet to work?
No, but it would be a bonus.
Yes, I don't deny that, but that is two problems. We only need to solve one.
I feel like the alarm might be a little louder for a dead king than a king missing a necklace.
I feel like the alarm's not going to be any different. They're going to want us dead as much as either way.
But we don't have to kill the king, we have to get the amulet.
Yes.
Like part of, I don't know, like the long-term plan to kind of do that
Good.
anyways.
Plan B. Plan A is no matter what, we have to get the amulet. If we can't kill the king, it doesn't matter. We get the amulet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the alarm being raised long enough for us to finish that ritual. And if the king's dead, that'll be a lot easier if he's not screaming his head off to get us killed.
Or if the king is dead, everyone else will be screaming to get the people who killed the king.
And that's chaos. That's good for us.
Okay. What do you need from us? What can we do?
Use
for you?
Twitch at that one, Chaos.
What do you need from us? What can we do?
Can you guys get into the city without being apprehended? At least long enough for you to set off some kind of explosion or something in the rich district?
Well, with this gift that you've given us, I'm sure we can fly right into the city.
Okay, well, as soon as you make a loud enough noise, Killian will probably head there. You should probably get out long enough for us to at least depower him, and then after that you can deal with the guards, deal with command... Sorry, I'm tired. Deal with the command line.
But by us infiltrating the city, won't that just lock down the king, making it harder for you to get to him?
Well, once Killian's out of the way, there's not much stopping you guys from dealing with the more mundane, and I'm sure they're not going to continue fighting long after they realize their trump card is gone.
I guess it's also a question to you, and they look at you, Cade. I know swords don't really hurt us or any normal weapons, but would Killian be able to?
Yes. Kate explained that earlier, actually, a couple sessions ago.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to keep on our toes from that, but we can, yeah, we can make a distraction for you. When do you want it?
It's got to be soon. You should probably try to let Mandris know to at least send troops this way, because once Killian's gone, it's a lot easier to actually fight a war.
Soon is not a very exact time for.
Within the next, I'm bad at math, 16 hours?
So are you going to be waiting for our mark, or should we be some kind of signal?
Kate will look at Chicane. How quick do you think we can get into the castle with Frank and try to work on your plan?
I shake my head and say, maybe if that's the time frame we're working on, I can skip a couple steps instead of trying to find out who Frank's getting. I can just show up as someone he's brought over before.
16 hours is a really early estimate. I'm just thinking about, you know.
What I'm saying is I can potentially show up as someone the king would like to see anyway and say that Frank sent me along.
All right.
So, question: while you're trying to get to the king, what are Magnus and I doing? Because we kind of stick out.
I can make one of you invisible for a short period if that helps get you in any specific location.
To be fair, I don't think Magnus and Tipley have been known to associate with us.
No one knows me from this land or this castle other than the Crow Queen.
I would say, yes, Magnus should be safe. Besides standing out, I don't know if there's been any reports about Tipley.
Drop me with the bomb, and I will help make distraction.
So you go with Tagoria?
I go with them and make sure it takes them long enough, and it is a big enough fire, as you say, that
calm
they will
down
not
there.
Tagoria puts a hand on your shoulders. Brave, I appreciate it, but me and the girls, we can handle it on our own. You should stay with your friends and make sure that your mission.
Yeah, but
Did Tagoria fucking mention the black eye? God damn it!
Maybe we should just assume somebody's like just cold cocked you or something. It's like it's in third dimension.
It's a decayed, deflated eye.
It's literally
probably
not
a
black eye. It's an actual black eye. Like, death.
What a good question. Here, bud. Let me see. We'll roll for it. She
knows Florian. She knows what paladins are like.
Yeah.
She knows how gods work.
If it's above a 10, she will. If it's below a 10, she won't.
3.
Oh.
3. Oh.
15. Plus, you're not looking 100% right now. Magnus.
Who just needs a cat nap?
Okay. But are you feeling fine?
Even at 50%, I promise that there will be more dead guards than live ones.
Okay. All right.
Plus, I don't quite like the idea of burning people because they are rich. That is not a reason for suffering.
I'm not burning anyone. What are you referring to?
He's gonna look over at Cade. He said burn.
I said cause an explosion or loud enough noise. I'm not saying kill people. Don't put words in my mouth, you cat.
Tipley asked for clarification on that earlier.
Do
Also,
explosions not burn and spread fire?
Yeah, they do. But anyways, I don't think you said to Tagoria to set up. You said a distraction to her. Right?
Yeah, a loud enough noise to draw Killian's attention.
Okay. Yeah.
You said explosion earlier, specifically.
Yeah. Yes. But to Tagoria,
that's why Magnus is bringing it.
Right. Yeah. Tagoria doesn't know anything about what you're talking about. She's like, I'm not going to set off explosions. Just the sight of all of us going over the wall and into the city should cause an immense amount of chaos and panic.
We're also trying to avoid most of you dying because Killian's off. So, I mean, I guess he does have to kind of control himself around the city.
We might be the final defense of the Gravasian people, and I will have to say, if Killian does show up, we do have to. But at that point,
yeah, that's. I wasn't saying stay.
I know. I'm just informing you. I can't distract him indefinitely.
Yeah, but I'm also assuming that whatever happens to him after his power is gone is not going to feel great. So it'll probably be pretty obvious when he's out for the count.
That's
We
true.
steal one necklace. That
And
is
we win a
all.
war.
And then you give me that crystal, and I will beat him until there is nothing left of his existence.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Tagoria seems pleased with this new unholy version of
Tipley's kind of just
madness.
turning into an astronomer at this point. Just
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, so the signal. What is our signal to go over the wall? Is there something that you guys can do to let us know when the time is right?
I'm assuming once the bells start ringing. Either way, because we kill the king, we do the ritual. We can then make enough noise that the bells will probably ring anyways. So
Maybe that blasted where she bam bam bam. Did I ever write down their name? What was the name of that little raven that fucking hung out with you guys?
Oh, hold on.
also Tom.
Also, Tom.
we could also get a message to the elves saying they can have that land if they send troops.
I mean, we already, and you see the raven
But-
is like in the tree above you guys.
Oh, okay. If Cade had seen that, he wouldn't.
Well, let's roll. Let's see. Give me a little perception roll.
19.
19. You see the raven flying over to you. It's not at this point now. You see it coming over.
Okay.
And Tagoria is like, well, we should probably get word to the Raven Queen. Maybe she might be able to set up some kind of distraction as well. Then also send word to Magnus, but within the
Mandris.
short amount of Mandris, within the short amount of time, there's no way that he would be able to assist us.
Well, I was thinking more the troops more after, because if Killian's full power and we fail,
I know. I'm just saying he won't be here for what we have planned.
It started with a U. It was something U.
Uma
I thought it started
Thurman.
with the D.
I love it. Yeah, who cares?
Oh, no, you're right. It was D.
Was
'cause
it
it was like
It was
like
named after Faye. No, it was an actual thing because I googled it later. I can't find
Wasn't
my notes.
Daharis. You're not thinking Daharis, are you? Because that one's
No,
no, we got
I thought it was-
Daharis and the Crow confused.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
we're getting Magnus and Mandris.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So
Like Tipley and Tiffles.
I need some kind of signal to know when to go in, or I can go in at a certain time at night and just hope that you are all.
Oh wow, I really wish we had sending stones. I never want sending stones ever. Where's the king's I'm assuming he has a balcony or window on his room, right?
Sure.
Uh,
It
Cade
faces
points
to
it
the
out.
west to the it faces to the west overlooking the wall.
Look at the king's balcony. I'll either make a loud explosion or something over there to get your attention, or a lantern if I can find one.
Loud explosion or a lantern that would keep us pretty
No
close.
explosions and no fire. Just because they are rich, they do not.
I'm not
deserve-
aiming for the rich!
I think he's just talking about the balcony.
There'll be something there to let you know. It'll be obvious. The
Okay.
king's head.
Okay.
That's a little
Instead of
splash
the
of color.
British are coming, it's literally the king is dead the whole ride.
I do still have my smoke grenades.
That'd work great!
No harm done, just a bit of smoke.
If it's at night, it might be kind of hard to see the smoke, but that might work. Just make sure whatever it is near the king's balcony and it's bright enough for us to see at a distance.
I will
Alright.
hand my smoke grenades to Cade.
I'll hand
Give it.
one back to you and one to Tipley as well. How many do you have?
I think I only have
How does
2.
this work?
Oh, I'll hand one back to.
I'm gonna be
Chicane.
busy being a lady of the night, so you two take the smoke bombs.
Does someone want to
Oh.
give an explanation of how that thing even works?
Yeah, Kate will give Tipley a rundown, but like,
This is gonna be like Baby I Am Groot with the button.
yeah. So out of character, we need to actually figure out a plan here. Like, is Chicane just gonna?
In character, you need to figure out.
I'm just trying to get it sorted in my head.
I know.
All right, so Chicane, we're gonna sneak in. What am I doing? What are you doing? What is Tipley doing? What is Magnus doing?
My suggestion is I sneak into the castle, disguise myself as a lady that I can tempt the king away somewhere secret, that I can get the necklace off of him. I was considering saying if I give Tipley invisibility, he can follow me, take the necklace while I keep the king busy, then meet you. You can do the ritual.
I will be with Kate. I will be with him then, so that we can do the ritual.
Okay, so here's the thing. Are you going to kill the king? Or are you just going to sleep with him and take the necklace? What's happening?
I'm gonna hopefully avoid actually having to do that part, but I am going
Yeah, I
to
really don't want to watch that if I'm invisible.
I am going to keep him busy. The idea
Okay.
is if he notices the necklace missing, he's going to run out of the room and sound the alarm.
So,
If I keep him busy, Tipley can run off with it.
or we could both pretend to be pretty ladies. I can do that too.
I ain't gotta pretend, champ.
We both
I
go
am
in.
already pretty. I don't have to pretend.
We can go in with one of these two invisible. Or one of them can have the carpet and kind of hover in the night near the balcony. And then we deal with the king, whether or not we kill him or just take the necklace. And then signal? Because having to transport that key gives us a little too much margin for error. I'd rather just be able to do it right then and there.
I suppose. Actually, if both of us can disguise ourselves, perhaps I can disguise myself as Frank, and you are lovely lady I am bringing along.
Of course, I
'Cause
will be
also-
mute.
Because also the second he, tries to get handsy,
I
Yeah.
mean, if he wants to get handsy with me,
the problem typically is that the ability I have doesn't physically disguise and change what you feel like. So, that would be the worst idea.
So we need to get to Frank. And then from there, you disguise as Frank, or I disguise as Frank, and then he can grope you if that's the necessary task.
I suppose I'll feel.
This episode keeps taking some weird turns.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, more detail, please. Please, more detail.
No,
that's as far as
I'm going.
It's
Great,
fine.
I appreciate it.
I
You
mean,
want
I'm keeping it
Grimdark.
realistic here.
You
Oh,
wanted
yeah, you
Grimdark. You're getting what you asked for.
Yeah.
And then you go in there, Tipley invisible probably, and deal with the king. I say kill him. Kill him quickly and quietly.
If it
Invite
were
me
that
back in.
easy, someone would have done it already.
Oh, I think killing's the main reason it hasn't been done. So if he's
Get-
not there for the moment,
There's
Get
a lot
the
of loyalty wrapped around the fear of Killian.
Get the key and move on. Yes, if we can, it is
Yes,
preferable.
yeah. I'm just trying to not transport the key or crystal too far and, lose it in transit.
I will
How-
hold the crystal and stay with you.
I think we should have it with probably Tipley or me. Tipley's fast. He can get away if things go bad.
I am big, and I am not easily held down by anyone. You said we should do it there. Why do we have to get away if it is happening there? Away is
if
the
I'm already
opposite of
gonna be there.
So leaving is not the option. Why does it matter if he is fast if we are not leaving?
Well, someone's also got to take care of the carpet. How complicated is the ritual, Char? If I told Chicane how to do it, could she do it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I could also tell Chicane how to do it, and then you and me on a carpet, Magnus, ready to swoop in and.
I gave away my soul for that crystal, and I will use that to redeem myself, and I will not accept any other answer.
Yeah, after she deals with the king, we swoop in, and one of us performs the ritual.
I need someone to unmeta me for the moment, or rather above the table me, or can I roll for it? Does Magnus understand that they are trying to make this difficult for him to be near this crystal?
Okay, to be completely fair, Cade's not trying to do that. He's just trying to get a plan that works because we can only turn one person invisible and disguise two people. Magnus is big, loud.
Right. Also not known. No one knows who he is, so.
Yeah, but getting someone in full plate near the castle, even disguised.
No. That's what he said, let me go in as the distraction crew. But he did want to be near the ritual, was his thing.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, because then I wasn't sure if I was understanding that correctly. Chicane would agree that would be great because no one knows who Magnus is. He can walk into the castle and be this big, interesting spectacle.
He's a good distraction, but he's also very adamant that he is going to be there for the ritual. Or at least, I mean, that is what he's trying to convey.
Yeah.
All right, so if no one's actually trying to avoid that part, so I wasn't sure, that's why I said I needed
I'm just trying to work out a plan here, and
right, cool.
it's
that's why I said
difficult.
someone unmet me, because it gets a little difficult sometimes. All right, no, cool. Again, I can help make the distraction and give you time.
Okay.
I will walk in the gates. I can set, and he's going to look at the smoke bombs you gave. I can set off the signal whenever you are ready.
Well, that's got to be on the balcony.
Time, who will keep me away from a balcony?
Fair enough.
Trust me, rich people love exotic beings. And he's going to roll his eyes. The Crow Queen among the top.
I like to imagine one eye rolls, the other one just kind of like...
the other one doesn't exist, so... apparently it's filled with stars and shit, so whatever.
It just screams.
Could you not do that, Magnus? It looks kind of gross.
Do you need some Visine or something? You got a little. It's fine.
Know what you're talking about, and he's gonna just blink a couple times.
Kate will pull out his little crystal ball, which I'm sure is at least reflective enough for Magnus to see, and eh.
Oh, I have a disguise kit. I would have a small mirror.
Oh, that'll work.
So yeah, I'll do it and just hold it up to him.
Oh, this we're just in the middle of fucking planning. We're gonna get Magnus into existential crisis. That's what you're saying. That's what we want to do. Now we want to do that.
Anything to steer him from the path of evil.
Again, he's not evil at all.
Yeah.
Other than threatening one little girl to save thousands of people.
Yeah, you.
And even then, he didn't mean it, so it was still bluffing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I knew exactly how to do that as Chicane between thaumaturgy and my deception, but I couldn't bring myself to it.
No, Magnus was there. Is basically I'm not letting this happen. But anyway, you said thaumaturgy first of all, which is not a. Oh no, that is a thing.
It's a cantrip.
I can alter my eyes. I was gonna
dramatic effect spell.
Big old tiefling girl with scary eyes.
Were you thinking of VTM for a second?
Anyway, I was thinking of VTM for a second. That's exactly why I derailed. If anyone hands Magnus a mirror, he's literally just going to instantly shut up and freeze.
Yeah, you can see just this black swirling death eye in your left eye.
That's not pink eye for sure.
He's gone quiet now.
That's what I was trying to talk to you about earlier.
No, you guys can keep going. This is gonna be a minute.
I know I
got
feel
a push pin or anything.
Now I feel a little bit bad.
Can I pop your eyeball? Is that what you just asked?
No. To find his soft reboot spot.
Now I feel a little bit bad. I'm gonna kind of pat him on his arm.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
We can.
He'll just kind of breathe heavy, roll his shoulders back, and go. There is a cost for everything, and I have paid it. But I do want to redeem myself for no god, for myself. Please let me help. I am sorry for, and he's gonna like gesture at his face, whatever this is. I do not know. I yelled into the abyss for help.
We'll
and I
talk
got
about
it.
that more later.
Well,
Hopefully,
maybe-
it won't be a problem right now.
Well, maybe they can help again. Do we need that help for this mission?
Please don't.
Let's,
I don't.
let's not run to that well right now.
Yeah, I don't want that help.
He's gonna look at all of you kind of weird because no one's explained he's evil yet. What
Do you
help
know
is-
what you did?
I know that I asked for help and buried a woman that I killed against my code.
Yeah, well, the god that helped you is not exactly a good one.
He did ask for destruction, and is that not what we are giving him?
Yeah, but
We will
There's-
destroy a king and an empire. We will destroy everything that they are built on, and we will make something better. He did not say how, he just said destroy, and I promised I would.
Let's
see,
hope
you
for
don't see
now
how
that will be in his favor.
I'm worried as to what happens if it's not.
I will deal with those consequences myself then.
Okay.
I am not doing evil. That is not the reason I am here. I want to help. That is why I've joined you, and that is why I've come so far. This, and he's going to gesture at his eye, this does not change that.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue that. It's just, if you help, we don't need the other guy's help. You know what I mean?
We will see how the plan goes.
Alright.
Good enough.
Killing Mammon is the most important thing that we can do. Do we agree?
Yes.
And if you have to kill me second, then fine. But I will achieve the first part.
Well-
Tagoria kind of looks at you. Okay, so we will have to get in a position. We'll send word to Magnus. We'll send word to Crow Queen. Let's may the gods be with all of you, and please
Fuck the
get this
gods.
done.
Magnus will quietly, next to you, fuck the gods.
Hey,
like pat him like on the
Does that
forehead.
hurt? I was thinking, does that hurt? Do I get like a pang of like naughty, bad paladin?
No.
Yeah.
No, with a
Mm.
chaotic evil god, you think he's gonna be upset with some no words?
Oh no, not the cursing. I meant the fuck the gods part,
Yeah, no,
including
he's-
him.
Some of them might be into it.
Yeah, for sure. He's
Listen,
not-
we could talk about that later and talk about rates, but
Man, imagine if the god you got was like Slanesh or whatever it is.
some kind of
Is that-
sex god.
Yeah.
Slanesh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Lanesh.
Yeah, that would make.
Alright.
Anyways, you start to see them all kind of starting to pack up and moving
Magnus will
away.
grab one of the smoke grenades, by the way. If offered to grab one and take it in. We can't hear you if you're talking, Gabe.
Cade doesn't need it. He'll
Yeah, so-
hand his off to Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus will grab it as like a backup signal kind of thing.
And it was explained to Tipley how to even use the thing.
Yeah, Cade gave him a
Yeah.
rundown. Or Will.
I would have been listening at the same time, so
Right. So how do you guys want to get into? So are you guys just using the carpet to go over the wall at night? What are you guys trying to do?
Magnus is gonna walk in the front door.
Yeah, Magnus and Tipley can go in just fine. I guess.
I
Maybe
thought
not.
Tipley was going
Tipley's been
invisible.
around a while.
Yeah, Tipley broke in with you.
Yes,
guys
but it
last
only
time
lasts
for
an
the last
hour,
one.
and I would like to take the full advantage.
Hmm.
So I would say with me and like even the disguise, it's an hour. So I'd say we kind of got to get in there as ourselves, and then like once at the castle, have an hour worth of disguise and invisibility.
I need to figure out how I prepare spells as a wizard. It's been a while.
Okay,
we just had a long rest,
so
yeah, that's fair.
Magnus is walking through the front door. What are the
Magnus
rest of you
is
doing?
literally just I'm a visitor.
Yeah. What the rest of you are getting into the castle walls by?
I am thinking carpet.
Okay.
I don't think going through the streets would be that safe. I'm too scared of failing stealth rolls.
Understand.
So probably carpet, and maybe kind of try to like hit up one of the highest parapets, so like people wouldn't see us necessarily going to the castle.
Magnus at this point would also offer up. He's seen Tipley carry, or not Tipley. He's seen Cade carry Tipley in bat form. He would suggest why not have one of the Valkyries drop Tipley on the castle roof, because he's also seen him tree frog.
Yeah, we just gotta be careful he doesn't get seen.
Who watches roofs like that? It's a castle. Who cares? No one expects flying bat creatures if they haven't met you.
Alright, I'm gonna need like an hour to just kind of set up and prepare, and then I'll be ready to go.
Magnus is going to try to reach out to whatever the fuck this god is.
Yeah, what's your question?
No specific question.
You just
It is literal. It is literal. What
will
the
you do?
fuck did I get myself into? Like, what did I just sell my soul for? What's it gonna cost me? What do you want? What are you gonna give me in return? It's more bartering than actual.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not like a specific thing. It's definitely just praying and communing with gods, not any specific like.
Give me that religion roll. What else do other people want to be doing while Cade has this hour of setup?
Alright, so before the hour I'm casting Mage Armor, and then... Right, yeah,
Fuck
I'm
this
casting
god.
Mage Armor.
Fuck this piece of shit.
How long does that last, by the way?
8 hours.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Kane, are you doing anything?
I'm thinking that I don't think I have anything I really need to prepare.
Chicane, what's your armor at? Alright, I cast Mage Armor on Chicane as well. And then after the short rest, I recover the spell slots.
What does the mage armor give me?
13 plus Dex. You actually can't wear leather armor while it's in effect, though. Otherwise, it ends the spell. So just you're not wearing armor.
That's fine. I have my otherwise like silk clothes.
I'm assuming we're gonna fade to black before we actually start doing all this, Char.
I don't know.
Because I kind of need to have Tipley and Chicane prepare 18th level characters.
Oh, do they?
I'd say at least have them ready. I'm
For
sorry
sure.
to give you work, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Cade's just gonna turn off the
You won't
the
get.
power.
You won't get that far.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And let's switch it from 18 to 17. Like 17.
Why?
18's
Why not
a little too
20?
Strong. Nah. Just
There-
17.
17 is 9th level spell slots.
Oh, is it?
Perfect. Yeah.
What's just under 9th level?
16.
16? Oh, 16 sounds pretty.
So you're telling me Killian
What?
did all that without a
Mhm.
9th level spell slot?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Can I have access to a spell book so I can actually learn some of those spells?
Of course, yeah. All you gotta do is earn it. You guys just gotta.
Well,
find
if I'm
it.
going level 17, I get to choose
Oh,
spells.
I see what you're
Oh,
saying.
sorry, 16.
It's 16. Yeah. Yeah. But not. So, are you talking about the one where he was able to burn stuff, and not let it grow back? Is that what you're referring to?
Spells like that, yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's
but
also known for being a god tier fire mage, so
Yeah. for sure.
we can hash this out later.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are doing that. All right. So Cade, are you flying in on the carpet as well?
Yeah, Before he gets close, though, he's gonna disguise himself so he doesn't look like a giant bat. He'll just look like a regular person.
Okay. All right. So yeah. You guys traveled there. By the time you actually get to the castle, it would be nighttime, so you would be totally able just to kind of go over the wall. But I will
Just sort
need.
of waft in.
I do need a stealth check. From. Do you guys want to do all three of you, or just one person takes the roll for the stealth check?
I have a +6.
What do I have in there? I have a +8.
Yeah.
My character sheet is wrong. I have proficiency, and I have +4 dex, so I have a +8 to stealth, and then I have the amulet, so 10 to stealth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was looking over my class features. A lot of it is just not on my character sheet that I didn't even know about. I was like, shit. Also, Magnus is flirting with the guards. Whoever the front gate guard is. As he goes
Is he
in,
just kind of doing full like Baywatch hot shit head toss?
Oh no, he's just like, listen, you want to have fun.
See the L'Oreal mane.
He's like, I'll wingman you, or I'll do you. Either one, don't care. Let's go. Come on, let me in. Let's have some fun.
Oh, okay. I have a +9.
Oh, wow, so he really is on the hunt.
Ooh.
He's prowling for fun.
Ooh.
So who's rolling stealth? Everybody?
Listen, whatever makes you purr, okay?
Do you
He's
want
going-
to do it as a collective, or do you want one individual person guiding the carpet?
I'll take that stealth check.
I'm fine with that.
All right, go for it, bud. Give me that.
I roll an 11, so that's a 20. I'm using my importance.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, if he crit fails, he gets to re-roll, so he's probably the best one.
Quick question: what happens when someone fails Constitution touching Tipley?
They
They get disadvantage.
Okay.
Basically, and everything.
Well, you took damage for it.
No.
Nope.
You
He
can
applies
get
it to a
damage
weapon.
If to a piercing weapon. Like I had to basically sort of rub it on my skin and then throw it at someone immediately, or else.
Oh
it
yeah,
kinda
okay. No,
gets
I
me
remember
really
that. Yeah.
And how long does it last?
A minute, I believe. Maybe 10 minutes. I gotta go check real quick.
I have to touch to do invisibility. It was like, and I have no Constitution.
I don't necessarily think you have to touch his skin as much as just touch his burlap.
Persona.
Yeah, touch his persona, and then you're all good. But yeah, we could just say you could touch his. All right, where would you like to land this carpet? Are you
Also,
trying to go
I think me
straight
and Magnus
from
are
the-
staying on the carpet, getting ready to swoop in, and then Tipley
No,
and Chicane.
Magnus' front door.
Magnus
Magnus is
is
just
front door.
walking in like a normal visitor to Gravas, normal as hell.
You, Tipley, and Chicane are the ones that are.
Also, I think I overweight the carpet, which is why we keep me off the
You
carpet.
do not overweight the carpet.
with
Yeah,
all
It's
of them
400
combined?
pounds.
Yeah, and I'm
With
a
everyone
7-foot
combined.
cat with full plate mail. I think with me on it, we overweight the carpet.
I think
Yeah.
it brings it down to half speed rather than full speed, is what the
Yeah,
issue
no,
is.
it still
Yeah.
works. It just
Yeah.
half.
All right, so Chicane decide because I don't know the city.
Chicane is so it's you, Chicane, and Tipley that are on the carpet.
Okay.
So where are you wanting to land it? Are you trying to go straight onto the castle, or are you trying just to tuck down into an alley and then you guys can kind of walk your way up to it? What would you like to do?
By the way, Magnus's, I'm sure we would have talked about it during the planning phase. I don't think I expounded correctly. You said set the smoke alarm or the smoke bomb off on the balcony. His plan is literally to walk up and be like, let's have a party with the king. I think he'd like to meet me. I'm a pretty kitty. That's kind of his goal.
As we're descending down, I was hoping to spot a parapet area that would lead inside, and since we can watch, wait until I don't see any guards around. So land there, sneak inside, disguises, invisibility. Got an hour to do some stuff.
So So yeah, let's say you land back near like the dungeon entrance that you guys are kind of familiar with. So in between like the walls, and yeah, there's like a little area you could kind of land in back behind the.
So how dark is my morning star now? You said it's like grayish, like gunmetal kind of looking, I assume.
Yeah, like gunmetal. It's not like black. It's not like obsidian black or anything. It definitely is.
Like shiny gunmetal. Do I get a
Yeah.
+1 or anything? You know?
Nope.
Well, fuck this god.
I
What a
know.
piece of trash.
I mean, you haven't destroyed anything.
Does it get disadvantaged on perception checks now? Or?
Does it get darker when I destroy shit?
Well, there's only one way to fucking find out.
Don't you throw that in front of me, because you know I'll try.
So yeah, so you guys are in the back. Are you trying to go through the servants' quarters again? How are you guys wanting to infiltrate this?
Cade, you said you already disguised yourself as like a human.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking he'd have made himself a pretty lady.
Okay.
But like a pretty short lady, right?
No, I can make myself look taller, up to a size category larger.
It's only that if someone touches him, it.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, then I will just go straight with the disguise I was going to use, which was a lady I have seen in the King's Company before.
Repeatedly.
Okay, so you want to use one of his like older flings. Okay.
Yeah, like
so-
let's go with one like that's a repeat customer.
Okay. And then
One of his regular dalliances.
Yeah.
Real quick,
And-
Char, can we go back and reverse instead of, and obviously any god would know this, the shield for him is much more important than the weapon. So can we make the shield the colorful thing, not the weapon? Or do you think the god would specifically prefer the weapon?
It's the weapon because he is the god. If it was like
Of
a god
destruction.
of protection or something like that, then sure, the shield
Makes perfect
this
sense.
guy.
Alright,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
I was only asking because I was thinking, I was like, no, but Magnus loves his shield so much. The weapon is like, I'll get a new one, whatever.
Y'all ready for Magnus to be upset when he isn't level 16?
I'm ready.
Listen, as long as he gets to kill one fire mage, I have succeeded.
Oh, if
The
you
rest
can,
of it's up to y'all.
you can beat the piss out of Killian for all I care. You're not gonna be level 16 though.
Oh yeah, I know. I was
mean,
looking at.
Shipley at level
Do you
7
know what?
killed,
Like,
a fire mage, so it doesn't take that high.
you killed a thing a fire mage made to walk into a place to deal with some low-level rats
I killed the fire mage that
with a
spawned.
fire hose, by the way. So you had advantage on all of it.
No, that was
I-
the elemental. He killed the mage during the war
Yeah.
battle.
during the skirmish.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You killed like 7 of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, you killed everyone.
Yeah, I
monks
soaked
are
a bunch-
monks
yeah.
are fantastic.
I
Monks
soaked
are
a bunch of the goddamn
freaking-
damage.
Well,
I think I took
I
like
did too.
Technically, so
points
did
of damage
he.
that whole battle.
What are your hit points at, Koznerk?
Well, I mean, currently 4,
Max.
but max is 74.
Why
I
are
think
your
I
hit
took
points at 4?
58.
Yeah, you
You
guys
should.
had a long.
We had a
rest.
long rest. You should, and a short rest. You should be full
No, I
health.
said no, it's 74. 74. The
Okay.
mic might have cut out.
I thought, yeah, I thought you said
74 currently, but I took 58 points of damage in that battle and had to use lay on hands.
You have double my hit points.
Well, yeah, I'd fucking hope
And
so. I'm a
Tipley's
paladin.
too.
I can't cast fireball. That's the exchange here.
Or
He doesn't
chicane.
have double my hit points.
Chicane, sorry. We share the same hit dice. And con too.
All right. So you guys, so we got 2 pretty ladies and a frog boy. Or is frog boy invisible?
I would cast it on him before we went in,
Are
just because.
either of
what
those
it-
concentration?
No. Wait.
Disguise self is not. Invisibility is.
Okay. Just trying to
You
keep
already
us
rolled
honest.
for stealth?
No, I was trying to remember because I kept rereading Disguise Self to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
If
Yeah,
someone is
invisibility, I
looking
get-
for it, they can roll an intelligence check to be sure they see through the illusion or not. Just so you know, Char.
So yeah, you guys walk up to the door. There's a guard at the door, and he recognizes you. Chicane, what was the name of the girl who you are copying? Yeah.
Tits
Her name is
Leandra.
Alert, Amber.
Leandra. I gave you a name. Use it.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia. Okay. Yeah, you walk up and a guard sees you, goes, "Oh, evening, Sophia. You have friends with you tonight?"
Yes. With everything that's going on, Frank thought that the king could use some entertainment.
Of course he did. All right. And he'll open up the door and let you right in.
Tipley's
Yeah.
kind of just sort of like covering his mouth and then kind of just like sort of like sidestepping.
Cade would leave enough space between him and Chicane for Tipley to walk
Okay.
between.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, you go straight into the servants' quarters. We'll remember that this is where Chicane's mom stabbed that one dude. And yeah, you guys go in. It's a kitchen. People running around cooking food. You go in there. You go through the hall, and then you're in the main floor of the castle. It wouldn't take you long. So what room are we trying to get to right now?
Meanwhile, Magnus is trying to schmooze his way into a party at the castle.
Okay.
You are first stat block.
I would say to Cade, as addition to my plan, I think let's try and find Frank. I'll say you're my friend who really wanted to meet the king, and hopefully he can actually just introduce us. And then I'll go try and find Frank.
Okay. Are you going to
Someone who
ask
wants
around,
to
or are you just going to go?
prostrate
You're just
herself.
going to go knock on his Frank's door.
If I know where he is and his personality wouldn't be weirded out with me showing up, I would go look for him directly. If I have trouble finding him, I would totally ask a guard.
Okay. Yeah, you go knock on the door. Here, let's see. High's good, low's bad. Let's see if Frank's. Yeah, you knock on the door. Frank's not. Nope, nobody answers.
I will ask any nearby guard. Excuse me, I was looking for Frank. Do you know if he's out for the night?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Frank's. I guess I'll leave about an hour or so ago. I'm sure we all know we could. Any night you could find him over at the Whistling Rooster. Which you'll know as one of the more higher end bars close to the.
I'm gonna roll my eyes while smiling. Ugh, he's so forgetful. He asked me and my friend here if we would be able to entertain the king. Do you know where I might be able to either find him or could you tell the king that we'll be waiting in our usual place?
I think I might be able to do that if the price is right. You'll look over at Cade.
I don't. Cade can't talk.
The guard is okay. So
Yeah.
you can't talk. You don't.
Yeah,
you can't
Cade
hide
would
your
have said
voice.
he'd pretend to be mute.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she actually suffers from something from childhood. She can't really speak, but I think we can arrange that.
Can't speak. That sounds even.
Don't.
God damn it, Char.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, that sounds great. No jokes made or needed. Sounds fine. Sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'll okay. I'll inform the king. That. Right now, is that okay? Is that best? Do you need time? Okay.
No, send the king along. I'll make sure the two of us are ready to receive him.
Right. And yeah, you see him kind of run up some stairs, see if you go find the king.
I will lead to the appropriate room.
Perfect. Yeah, you open up this, it's kind of tucked away. It's not like it's easily accessible. You got to kind of duck around some of the servants' quarters, go into a door. He doesn't want to make it too obvious for the queen, kind of a thing. And there's a guard standing in front of it, and he notices you, and he just opens up the door for you without giving any words. If you guys don't say anything, you go into this room. No windows or anything like that. Very well lit. Tons of candles. Huge bed. And plenty of alcohol, liquor, wine, whatever you want on. Now we'll jump over to Magnus. Magnus, you are at the front of the castle trying to get in.
Yeah, so if he's successfully gotten past the gates, he basically came to the castle, and he was like, hey, I'd like to sit down and maybe have a drink with the king. I think he'd like my company. Kind of like schmoozing in.
The guy's like, are you from around here?
He's gonna look at the guy and just, as much as a cat can smile, and go, do I look like I'm from around here, friend?
Look, all I'm saying is maybe you don't know that there's a war going on. King's not exactly taking guests from random strangers too openly.
He's gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Friend, do I look like I'm a part of any war of your kind? I am trying to have some fun and a drink and good company, and I promise you, I have good stories to tell. The king will thank you.
The guy kind of scratches his
You would have heard of some cat man killing your people by now, would you not?
That's exactly what happened just a couple weeks ago. Some kind of crazy cat man came and tried to kill the king.
He's gonna look at him and lean really close. Like look him in the eyes. Apparently one of mine are dead. Look him in the eyes and go, are you saying someone is impersonating me and killing the king's men?
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying there was
You
a man...
just said a cat man tried to kill the king. What other cat is in this land?
He was, from what we could gather, assassin that came here, hired by the... You wouldn't call them a... What would be the shitty word for
Traitors.
revolution? Traitors. Sent here by the traitors to come in and try and kill the king. He didn't look like you, though. He was like green. Look, you're very I don't.
Magnus looks disgusted. Like literally, like I'm gonna throw up on the floor. This is gross. How dare you? Not at him. At like
Right.
the description.
Yeah. So I don't mean you're a very big man and you seem kind of intimidating. I'm just letting you know that you wouldn't be the first cat person to try and walk in here.
He bro hugs this guard. He like pulls him in and bro hugs him. He like pulls him in and like hugs, like squeezes him tight in like just a loving way. I am sorry. I did not mean. I know I am big. I apologize. And he basically like rubs his mane against him. I am not like whatever you are describing, that monstrosity.
What role would you like to do for what you're doing to convince
Seduction.
this man? Yeah. what would you like to try and do? Because obviously not intimidation. You're not intimidating.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not intimidating.
Do you want to? Do you want to do a persuasion roll?
Fuck, but my intimidation is so much better. Yeah, we'll do persuasion.
Okay.
It's in character. I'm mad about it, but it's in character. Where the hell did my roll 20 thing go?
Did you close out a roll 20?
To be fair, it's actually not my fault. It's CS's fault.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I had to
Because
Google.
it's
I had
CS's
to
fault.
Google if it was real that frogs breathe through their skin. Apparently they do, but only when fully submerged in water. All of their respiration goes through their skin. Outside of water, they also breathe through their mouth and their lungs.
I fail to see how this is my fault.
Because you made me Google it. That's why roll 20's
I didn't make you do anything. I didn't make
CS's
you
fault.
kill an old
You
lady.
said you took a deep breath. You said you were holding your mouth closed, and I was like, "You're a frog. You don't have to do that. You breathe through your skin. Whatever."
Fantasy frog.
It wasn't about breathing.
21, motherfucker.
21. Good job, bud.
It was about trying to keep himself from speaking or making a noise, not from breathing.
The guy looks at you and goes, all right, let me see what the king's up to. I can't make these calls of if you could just come strolling on in, but I'll grab someone to kind of check you out. But of course,
Is he wearing a helmet?
Like a cap, like a metal cap. No.
Magnus literally, like, bear hug, picks him up for a second when he says that, sets him down, pats him on the head, and goes, "Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it so much."
Randall here is going to watch you. Just, I'm gonna go inside. If you
Yeah, he'll walk over to Randall and just offer a hand.
don't fucking touch me, better keep. Oh my god, if you try and pick me up.
He offered a hand. You didn't try to pick him up. He just offered a hand.
Stand.
I am sorry, Randall. My apologies.
It's fine.
He'll kind of sit down and in Leonin start praying.
Okay.
Makes him look more exotic.
Maybe this is a pretty anti-religion city, so.
Oh no,
I'm not
they don't
sure.
know he's praying. They just hear him speaking Leonin,
That's true.
which I assume is some weird Khajiit language. I literally have no idea how to even conceive of Leonin, but I'm speaking it.
Okay. So yeah, your buddy disappears. And I think that's where we should end it for the night. I did roll a nat 1. I just need to make that very clear for when we start the next game. Because that's gonna come into play here.
I think Char needs to mentally prepare for me and Gabe to basically role play. It's two
Yeah,
ladies.
We were talking about cybering earlier,
So
so
yeah, for sure.
While
Alright.
Tipley watches.
No.
invisible in the corner.
It's
What's that? What's that? Yeah, what's that
Ribbit.
weird slapping sound in the corner?
Best
All right,
word.
let's end it.
Please don't
before
make
this
me Google
gets-
frog
before this
penis.
gets
I don't need to Google that.
The word
All
you're looking for is cloaca.
like
That's-
a hook.
No, okay.
No. Anyways, thank you everyone who came by to watch. Hopefully we can do this again next week. Fuck, is next week? What is next week? The 4th? No, the 3rd. Never mind. I haven't set up on. No, I'm totally good for next week. So hopefully I'll see you all next week. Hope you all had a good time. Hope all the players, you beautiful, beautiful people, you guys had a good time. And yeah, bye. This is good. This is
GG's.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.